Okay.
Look, I'm just saying, the 4-hour Justice League movie that we got was a lot better than
I
the
still need
original
to sit
Justice
down
League.
and watch it.
Like a
Oh my
nerd.
God. Like, they actually use the Flash to do what the Flash is supposed to do. He doesn't save some Russian family. He goes back in time and fixes everything. Because that's what the Flash does.
To get away from nerdy shit. So last session,
I'm gonna hang up on you.
yeah, we're going from nerdy shit to D&D. Last session, several
Like,
years
they
ago,
fucking lose, and the Flash goes back in time and fixes it.
we had the climax of Shaman's battle with Lusky. You arrived at the bridge and battled with Dr. Harris Lusky as he was connected with Thekkelrath. You, using the sword, the dagger that Shaman got from the shepherd, you were able to disconnect the soulstone from the mass that was an embodiment of Thekkelrath. You have the soulstone now, and before I continue with the recap, the soulstone you have has a large crack in it, and you can tell it is empty. It is just like the gem casing. How many soulstones do you have currently? You gave one to...
3, eh?
You gave one to Erwin Nim. They needed one to do some stuff with the containment of Jahavel.
We just gave him the one that he gave us. Gave him one that he already had back.
Yeah.
Basically, if yeah. So how many do you have now?
3. We have the one with the night sky on it, the one that's completely black, and then the one that Ollie has right now.
Okay. Night sky, completely black. I think the completely black one was the one they had, was it not?
I
No?
don't believe so.
Okay. So you have 3, and where are you storing them? Because they cannot be stored in a extra dimensional space.
That's a
i.e.
lie.
bag holding.
That's some gaslighting shit right
No,
there.
I said
Put
this.
it in the bag of holding.
I
No,
said this, and you complained
said
about
this
it
one.
when you
This
got the first
was-
one.
That
When
is
you got
not
the
what
first
said.
one, you complained about it.
No. There was other things that I was complaining about that I wasn't allowed to put in there.
Nope.
It wasn't the soul
It was
stone,
that
particularly,
and
I'm pretty sure it
the,
was fucking mask.
the
I'm
mask
pretty sure
as
it was
well,
the mask
yeah.
I was complaining
Both.
about. I never complained about putting the soul stones in the bag of holding because I've been putting the soul stones in the bag of holding.
Anyways,
Gonna make me scrub back
is
2 fucking
Shades-
6 months of notes.
Shay's workshop able to be broken into?
Well, yeah, it's out in the middle of the fucking astral plane. I've got things
okay.
guarding it.
Limbo.
Okay. Yeah.
Same shit, different day.
I thought we fixed it after somebody broke in there once.
Like, you can get more defenses,
I mean,
but
I just have defenses up.
unless
right now.
you can get some sort of spell that makes it so that stuff can't go there. I don't know.
Well, considering that these are like highly valuable objects, we shouldn't have it on River because she's always in the middle of battle.
This is why I've been keeping them.
Yeah, but they would expect us to keep them on you.
I don't care what they expect.
Sure, fair enough. I was gonna say we should probably give it to Carolina.
If they expect it to be on me, then wouldn't they expect us to realize that they expect it to be on me, so I should just keep them? You see how this circular reasoning works?
Fair enough. You all circled my reasoning.
And that's it. Now that they know our plan, they shall plan around that plan. And in turn, we shall plan around the plan that they're planning around.
Anyways,
One sec,
I had
I'll finish the recap in just a sec. I was just going over the soulstones. Okay, so you have those 3, and you're storing them how on you?
Belt.
Belt.
Literally got a bandolier.
Nice. Are they able to be seen, or are they covered in some way?
Why the fuck would I let people see that I have this?
I don't know.
magical
Do you
object on me?
enjoy showing off your items, or are you keeping them
I mean,
safe?
I'm already doing that with every other
Okay,
item.
so you've
Why
got
do
them
you
on
wearing
a
this jacket?
you've got them on a bandolier around your waist, but they're covered. Easy. So you were able to seemingly
Look,
defeat.
I'm just saying, I have a coat with the words literally that says Reclaimer on the back of it, studded in rhinestones. Who fucking cares at
Okay.
this point?
You
Got
were
a
able
fucking
to
bag.
defeat Theckelroth. It sort of slumped, deflating into the corner after it took a fair bit of damage. As it did, and as Lusky disappeared into Theckelroth, the floor opened up below Shaman, and Theckelroth attempted to Lusky attempted to skewer Shaman a little bit down there. Didn't work out very well, and through some uses of Life Drain, you shriveled him up quite thoroughly. Shaman was lifted out of the hole in the floor, which has now become metal again. It's no longer pitch black, like it was when you dropped in there. So you've been pulled out. Seda and Ivanica are over here, at the door that leads into the captain's quarters, as you're all beginning to recuperate after the battle, and Ivanica just kicks in the door, and they both disappear into that room.
To add a, what's it called, a thing, before we ended the session, I did have River pull Lusky's body out of there and tie it up.
Sure.
And I did cast Raise Dead before we ended the session.
You did not. I would have
Yes, I
remembered
did.
that
No.
part. I would have
No, I
remembered
said
that
it.
part.
No, that was the very last thing I said in the session.
Let's review. This is why we stream. I'm gonna review the stream. Because you're gaslighting me right now, buddy.
No, I just definitely remember saying I Raised Dead.
This is
Or
gaslighting.
bring him back to life.
The guy who literally just gaslit us about
Nope.
putting the...
This is gaslighting.
Goddamn.
I'm reviewing the stream.
Watch him see it, and it's like, okay, you just didn't
Yes,
hear
like
me.
Gatekeep General Master.
Yeah, you can't gaslight me.
Game Master, whatever the fuck it is.
Game
Okay,
Master.
I'll be back in 1 sec.
You guys about River do something to say no to that?
It disappears. So with those,
What's
was it getting away?
Pit.
Thing, it was like, yeah, the
Right at the same time. No, I can't. I don't.
down below, Lusky's captain quarters, and we'll pick up there next week.
Yeah, I did
Quarters, and we'll pick up there next week.
Yeah, I did get his body from that fucking pit.
You got the body out, you didn't raise them.
Motherfucker.
Can't gaslight Gatekeep Game Master me. Thank you. I am pinning that.
Then if we have time, I'm gonna raise him, if I can.
Okay. So, as you go over to his body, Raise Dead Pathfinder. Give me 1 sec. So yeah, River pulls out his body and ties it up, bounding his hands and feet, and then just wrapping a good couple meters of rope around him. He is thoroughly dehydrated. Raise Dead, it takes 1 minute, and it is a diamond worth 5,000 gold. Which I believe is consumed, I assume.
Yep.
Cool, so you begin casting that, and only a couple of seconds into it, you see his mouth crack open, and his eyes seem to begin moving. You can tell this is not a part of the spell. And you can see he's beginning to take in a breath. Do you do anything? This is
Oh, he's
not
tied
a
up.
part. Yes, he is. So do you just watch?
Probably back up some. Let me make sure if I did any healing before I actually ended the session, or just straight up to dose.
Some people got healing. I don't know if you AoE'd healing.
Oh, I'm gonna back up and heal myself up pretty heavily right now.
Okay.
Anybody else need healing?
I'm good. I
Jack?
came out of there nary a scratch.
Rivers-
Actually, yeah, now that I'm working on me, yeah. Actually.
You do need healing?
Yeah.
River's just under half health. And Shay looks pretty bad as well. So as you back up and begin healing, you see the body continues sort of contorting as it begins writhing and almost sitting itself up. Before looking over to you all, still dehydrated as fuck. It looks almost like a mummy corpse. And it looks over to you and begins speaking. You hear it say in a very, very raspy voice, "Horizon Walkers?" And then it begins trying to move towards you. It's like wriggling itself towards you.
But dead body's over there. We're on top of the boxes, so he can't climb. He's stuck.
They say,
Here's some.
right place, Horizon Walkers.
Wrong.
That's still
Fine.
wriggling over.
Okay, I guess I'll just figure out what the fuck's going on.
Roll 20's just so bad.
With a 42,
Get it.
you can tell there is a strong necromancy aura coming from the body, specifically some sort of possession. And the body just wriggles over.
Who are you?
Messenger.
Or
Go on with the
Or?
message, man.
They stop wriggling and they just place their chin up on the stones. They're unable to climb up with their destroyed body. And they say, Archmage, God King, Necromancer Geb requests your accompaniment to a meeting on your ship.
Meeting with him.
Archmage, God King, Necromancer Geb.
Yes, but he said our meeting, like there's more than one person.
The Horizon Walkers.
Oh, Jesus fucking Christ.
On your ship
Yes, we
in
get
10
that part.
days. Will he be allowed to come on and speak with you?
As long as that evil fucker doesn't decide to do any evil fucking things, it's fine.
I cannot speak on his behalf, but thank you. And you see they begin retching, and they cough up a what looks like metal sphere of some sort. It just comes to a stop on the concrete blocks you're on, and they say, place that on your ship, and in 10 days he will appear near it at noon. And then they just topple over. The possession ends.
Oh, fucking waste. Okay.
You didn't expend the spell or anything.
Okay. Good. Okay. Well, should we see what this fucking face is doing?
Yeah, if you want to go over.
I'm sure he's getting what he was promised.
You see the door over there is currently just kicked in. It's completely off its hinges. And you can hear them throwing stuff around in that room.
He runs over there like, hey, half that loot's mine!
Seda says, "You can take as much as you like. I'm just getting what I'm here for, don't worry." And he goes over to the desk that's in there and just throws the chair out of the way and starts throwing drawers out, looking around.
Try second drawer, it's probably got a false bottom in it.
Ivanica picks up the drawer and just puts her hand through it. No false bottoms. And then tries it with the next one. Oh! And just tips everything out and the false bottom comes off. And inside are a few vials.
Which drawer was that? Was that the third drawer? Fuck. It's always what you try first. I just said second drawer. Because
Surprisingly, it was the first. Top drawer.
That's
Odd
even
placement.
worse.
And Seda grabs one of the vials and says, "Perfect. I've got what I need. You can ransack the rest. I'll be at the front door out here ready whenever you are."
Soon to help ransack.
What was that? You might cut in and out for a second.
I said the perception check I just rolled will help ransack.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yep.
Let's see
We're
what you
still
find.
infected with the plague, eh?
What do you got?
Yep.
It's gonna work worse the fucking shit to cure the plague.
Yeah. Let's make sure. It's been a while.
Okay.
I wonder how our friends are faring with that big fuck off power armored guy.
Seda- Okay,
That's a whole bunch of
47.
them whenever Eli and Jacob come
Very
back.
good. Okay, you find in here a couple, a leather, just a big piece of leather that rolls up and has various syringes in it that you can tell, some of which are magical.
I wonder what these do. Shaman, let me see.
In addition,
With random vial.
do you stab him with a random one?
It would be funny.
It would be.
You better get
Is
into
it funny? Are you doing it? Are you making funny reality?
Attention, I'm voting for Andy.
So that's a no.
I
Sad.
think that's a no, Jared.
Sad. I was trying to inject you. I'm sorry, Anthony.
Nice try.
Trying to give you your spidey senses. You
Oh.
also find a belt, which you're quickly able to identify as a +4 belt of mighty constitution. You also find yeah, so some of those syringes seem to be magic and some of them are mundane. You can attempt to identify them. And under the floorboards, with a 47, you're able to find what appears to be a stash from Harris Lusky. Instead of like a chest or anything, you just pull up a board and see bricks of gold.
We're rich.
All up. $33 bricks worth 1,000 gold each. And it is just like lining the floor under these floorboards.
Somebody write that down.
33K.
33K. I brought it. Just let me find it. Stashed on. Why do I have so many pinned messages?
And at this
I got it.
point, I shall move you back to the map.
Item, gold bars, sell value.
33K.
33.
Yeah, 33K.
Okay.
Okay, that's what you find in the captain's quarters. So you have the big strip of leather with a ton of vials in it. You've got the belt and a ton of gold.
Damn it.
And it does take a while pulling up
What was
the
the belt?
floorboards and putting the gold in the bag and everything.
What was the belt?
A
Belt
belt,
was plus 4 mighty.
mighty
Plus 4 what?
constitution,
Oh,
plus 4 bonus to con.
enchantment bonus. Exactly.
You already got an enchantment bonus.
I mean, you can have an enchantment bonus on different things.
Yeah, do you have one to con already?
Why would I want one for con? I already have a belt slot.
Oh, okay.
So, what we should do is... I'm gonna really want to stab you with one of these vials. Can I?
Who are you asking?
Shaman.
Eh.
He keeps shaking his head, but I think that means yes!
Wait a minute. No, wait a minute. Wait a gosh dang second.
You stabbing him with one?
You
stabbing him with one? Lee?
Let me just check that first.
Do you pick up a random one, Lee?
He's checking them.
Okay.
This is what I was trying to get him to do in the first place,
Okay.
by threatening to stab him with it.
Anthony, roll Arcana and Medicine.
There is a medicine checker.
Ew.
I was about to say. Just wait a second.
Fuck off. Same thing.
You're mad.
I'm gonna make my own system where it's just Pathfinder, but all of the skills are the 5e
Filter.
names for it.
It's literally just... You would just literally be renaming skills. That's all you'd be
Yep,
doing.
yeah, I'm making an entire new system.
New system.
I'm gonna release the entirety of Pathfinder in a supplement. The only change is the names of a few skills. And I'm gonna make bank. That's how I'm gonna get 5e players to play Pathfinder. A 6, an 8, very good. Mwah. So, there are 10 vials, all up. 3 of them seem to be of one spell. The spell... So 3 of them are of one spell, which seems to be Abjuration. 3 of them are of another spell, which seems to be Transmutation. And 4 of them, with a 38, you can tell is some sort of antibody. It's hard to tell by just looking at it with a heal check.
I'm looking at Shaman with just a fucking dead ass face. Like, fine, I'll do it.
And specifically, the spells aren't like you inject it and it casts. You inject it and you learn the spell.
Hit me with the abjuration magic.
Okay, with the 44,
Blue one.
you can tell the blue one, which is the abjuration ones, are the spell, the 7th level sorcerer wizard spell, spell turning. Oh, also summoner and unchained summoner, whatever. But it is the 7th level spell, spell turning, and the transmutation one is the 8th level spell, wandering weather.
You just want to put all what the vials are in chat there and
Sure.
read them out. I mean, we need to make duplicates of the antibodies one for the virus, for the plague, so probably don't inject that in anybody yet. You know how to.
So we got spell turning and we got wandering weather. What's the other one?
There's 4 vials of some sort of antibody.
Okay. I wasn't listening when you told me the dang shit, so I just 2 of them in my arm.
You put the
Anything bad?
2
Anything bad
spell
that I can
ones
notice
in your
them?
arm?
Anything bad I can notice about them?
No. They seem to... they have like a slight... It's hard to pin down, but it's the same sort of sense you get when Shaman casts Void Magic. But very slight.
I'll take 2 of those as well and just stab.
Can
Okay.
I have one of those ones of Wandering Weather, guys?
Yeah, there's one left.
Yeah. If you want to inject it.
Just going to pocket mine.
Absolutely. I want that.
So you're injecting Wandering Weather?
Yep.
Okay. That is very
Hell,
cool.
we all have chlamydia.
The
This is why I just pocketed it.
the monk,
Pocketed it.
the monk
Now there's
road
magic.
paladin can now cast an 8th level spell once per day.
That was the 1 per day thing. Okay.
Because she doesn't have 8th level spell slots. So she gets it once per
Take it
day.
away.
I have 8th level. Fuck you guys.
I just get it.
Anthony does. And now, so does Ollie. The only 2 characters.
I cast this spell turning a 7th level. Like, wandering over. Yeah. Wandering weather does not show up here. Oh, okay, yeah.
Wondering Weather is basically... what is it?
Control weather.
Yeah. But it moves with you.
Centered on you. Okay.
Alright, since I asked for permission, I'm going to go commandeer one of the laboratories.
Okay, so you're leaving the party for a little bit?
I mean, somebody gotta make the fucking medicine. Shaman.
Yes.
Mirror.
Mirror?
Mirror.
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 Holds up mirror.
Mirror.
I came. I saw.
We're going to fix this plague shit.
Let's go.
Okay. So as you leave the captain's quarters, you see Shaman and Ivanica. Sorry, Seda and Ivanica. They're waiting for you. And they're gonna walk with you back. Are you leaving Lusky's body there?
And you want something with that?
Well, I tried to bring him back from the dead. He didn't want to come back, so...
Well, of course he doesn't want to come back. You just killed him.
Maybe one in round 2. I don't know.
Just bring the body with you. We can put it in a consecrated area so it doesn't fucking.
Yeah, I don't have anything like that on me. So yeah, we can bring it with us.
Okay.
We want it. It's ours. Mine.
Cool. So someone's dragging his body behind.
Yep.
We literally got to go to a consecrated area for things. So
Okay, so where are you going?
laboratory.
Which one? You've
One
got
of the 2 that's open.
well, there's a fair few. You've got the captain's lab, which is one that you're going to be passing, and then you have the 4 laboratories, 2 of which are unoccupied.
One of the 2 that's unoccupied.
Okay.
I asked for permission. I will take whatever one I want. And by asking for permission, I killed the motherfucker.
Dokely.
Where the fuck are we going?
You going to the labs, you said?
Oh, I thought they were up further in the ship. But...
Okay, you go to the labs, and as you come down here, Seda and Ivanica are gonna just wait outside while you do that. And Seda says, whenever you're done, I can get Strax to distribute it if you want.
Yes, make him do it. It'll fucking piss him off.
We're probably gonna be on here a little bit longer, got a little bit more to do, but
See if that works.
If you could do it, could you take care of the Eldritch Abomination problem that we may be having here a little bit?
yeah, we'll
we took
look
the
into it as well.
Should just be scraps left around.
Yeah, it shouldn't be too hard to do because it doesn't have a hive mind at this point in time. It's just kind of got a bunch of little fuckers.
Yeah. Offshoots of the main consciousness.
Yeah. I
Easy.
tried to banish it. It didn't want to be banished because it couldn't roll high enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have a look into getting a bit of that. I'm sure Strax can make more, but if you get maybe a liter of it or so, and then I'll get Strax to deal with mass distribution.
Okay. So just the door shuts. I talk to good old what's her nuts. Like if you come up to the northeastern laboratory. I don't really know if it's actually northeastern. We're just kind of using the front of the ship as north. So northeastern laboratory. We're kind of fixing the plague problem.
Talking to Kali, I assume.
Yeah, the hot one.
Okay, Kali will come up.
Motherfucker didn't even show up.
You. Yeah, Kali.
By the Manga Club, sorry.
Who didn't show up?
He didn't show up.
Who?
Ollie.
Problem child.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Kali comes up and gets let in by Seda. And as she comes in, she says, "Is he dealt with? He's dead."
Yeah, he's dealt with. The Eldritch Abomination is still kind of
Oh.
splintered.
And then she just
around a
looks
little
at
bit.
his body that has been dragged along, leaving a fine line of blood. And
Yeah,
she
we're
goes,
gonna
"Oh,
take it to a consecrated area. We just didn't want the Eldritch Abomination to inhabit it again and start fucking things up on the ship. So
okay then."
we'll take care of that for you. I don't really know why they decided they were going to drag it on the ground. I told them to pick it up and carry it on their shoulders, but you know,
Nah, it's fine. They can drag it.
you can't always find good help.
Leaves a message. She says, "Okay, so you have some sort of cure for the..."
Yeah, we got like 4 vials of it. We're gonna try to make a little bit more. See if we can't get everybody fixed on the ship.
Everybody vaccinated.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'll start getting people organized and such to actually get administered it.
Okay,
As
and
soon
then
as possible.
because of It's an Eldritch Abomination. You're probably going to need to start worshipping some sort of god. So here you go, and I hand her a pamphlet of blue.
Okay, I don't know how... It would be interesting to see how that works here, in the Astral Sea, but we'll see how it goes.
I mean, technically, the plane he was trapped on is in the Astral Sea, so
That's good.
I don't know
Maybe
if he's
we'll have
trapped
luck.
on it anymore. I just know we helped fuck up the person that took over his place, so... And he's
Okay,
been getting
well-
more and more powerful as I've been introducing people, because he's kind of a forgotten god that I've taken it on my personal responsibility to fix.
We'll spread some of these out and get the worship started. I am gonna go start getting people ready to get vaccinated. Good luck with hopefully quickly getting doses ready. And Cully heads off. Let me just write a note. How do you spell the god's name again? L-U-G-H?
L-U-G-H.
Yep. Okay.
Also left a note in the thing, says my room tonight.
Okay then. Speckle Okay.
Tea and rum. One day when the tonguing is done, we'll take our leave and go. Bring us
Anthony, did you heal people at all?
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
38, 38. Nobody said if they needed more.
38.
What the fuck is your name? There it is.
38. Okay.
Yeah, I just kind of forgot to do that.
Shaking my head.
Alright, let's get to work. I start pouring white phosphorus vials.
Yeah, just doing the general white phosphorus, combine it with some of the cure, and should make more of it. Roll for me a medicine check.
Heal check.
Same thing. I'm never saying heal now. I'm just saying medicine check.
61.
61. Okay, roll a d4 for me. And Anthony, is Shaman helping?
Yeah.
Grace.
Roll a medicine check.
Heal check. Sheriff is 34.
How much health do you have at the
Plus
moment,
five.
Anthony?
5 from character creation. Darren.
Yes.
Looks like 56.
Okay.
Oh, it's not dead.
Cool. Roll a d1 for me. Wait.
One, you said.
Wait, d2, sorry.
Yeah, D1.
I meant to say 2. I meant to say 2. Anthony, roll a d1 for me.
I have a thing for this. Give me just a second. I can roll a D1.
I meant to say 2.
Let me just roll this D1
I
real
meant to
quick.
say 2.
Oh, look, it's 1.
I meant to say 2. Okay. So it takes just 1 hour to make around a liter of this, and you still have the 3 other doses. Plus, no, you rolled very good. You're able to make a liter and enough doses for the party.
Okay. And how many doses can you fit in 1 liter?
Fuck me,
That's a
Anthony.
liter.
Anthony, don't do this.
Depends on how many cc's the actual vaccine is.
Do you need
Yeah,
to
come
know
on, Darren.
for some... reason?
To make him,
Do we need to make more
walk
for the
back?
entire ship, or do you want us to keep doing this?
No, you make Alita and Strax has been like waiting outside, and as soon as you say you've got a leader done, he comes in and
alright,
says,
Shrek, Sam. I'll show you how to do it.
he comes in and says, I don't need a recipe, don't worry. I should be
Look,
able
it's
to
not
distribute
a
it.
recipe. It's making sure that you don't stick anything evil in there.
Why would I do that?
I don't know, because you just turned your head when you said, why would I do that? And looked at me with wide
Okay,
eyes.
you don't have to be rude about my mannerisms.
I'm not being rude about your
just
mannerisms. I'm saying it's just
It's kind of problematic, Shay. You gotta respect him.
it's not problematic.
So he says, I assure you, I won't put anything evil in it.
Alright, I would like for you not to. If you do, I might just blow up the fucking ship.
Oh shit.
You say that as
I'll
if it's a
probably-
threat to me, but I won't put anything evil in it. Don't
I
worry.
mean, I'll kill you and then do what Shaman was planning to do and take you to the Mount Celestia, and that won't be a good time for you.
Yeah, well, not for you. Good time. That's what I wanted Low School for. Damn it! I wanted to have fun. I was really hoping that would fucking work. God damn it, Darren.
I told you what the main problem was with it. Was
You
Yeah,
can
I know.
try
You're gonna
it.
be able
You
to
can do
revive
it
the guy.
again. That was a possession. That wasn't anything to do with your thing. That was just a possession.
Look, what I'm saying is, and I turn and look at Gerald and I'm like, so is he gone to the afterlife or is he still floating around in this area? The Cyclopon, Gerald.
yeah.
The Cyclopon.
Gerald telepathically says to you that we're in the astral sea, so he currently can't go to any afterlife until we leave. So he is still here,
Okay, so-
technically.
Yeah. This is telepathically. You don't know this yet.
Damn it. Okay.
But
I look at
he's
Sean
not
and I'm like, all right,
here,
you got a chance.
but he's in the astral sea. You can't
You got a
move on.
chance. Have fun finding him in the astral sea, though. And I go back to work.
So what you're saying is, if we throw his body out into the astral sea, he can't pass on, or can he actually eventually get out?
No, he can't pass on until the body is out of the astral sea. The soul stays trapped. People who die in the astral sea, their souls basically go insane and become like a ghast.
Oh, hey, we can bring Nux back, too. Not Nux, but whatever the fuck his name was. Rux.
Rux.
Yeah,
boy!
so his soul is technically would still be in the astral sea.
Yeah. We can bring Rux back, too.
Yeah, we should probably see about bringing Rux back. Wait, was
He
there even a
feels-
body left?
Yeah, you would have to get a true resurrection. He did kamikaze himself with a vest of dynamite. So, you know. But yeah, if you have a true
He
resurrection.
wanted to go. Fucking king.
He fucking dynamite vested himself to take out like 3 people. A true
Oh,
king.
Yeah. Well, as they're working on that, I'm going to be working on attaching the grenade launcher to my gun.
Now, what exactly is the grenade launcher? Did I miss
The
something?
magic grenade launcher.
The thing
Did I
that
miss
worked,
something? Oh,
Thing that
the
works once a
okay.
day.
That was like
that was a laser beam, eh?
space
Yeah.
gun.
Yeah, the space gun. That was that was more of a beam. I thought, like, wait, did I miss something?
Same shit. Not a big sticky mess, no.
Joe had a fucking AoE effect to it, Darren, so technically it's a grenade, if you really want to think about
Fuck
it.
off.
I guess
Are
just-
you
Just
just
flavoring.
like attaching it, or are you gonna take it apart partially and integrate it into the barrel? Like, do you want the barrel to be bulky, or as in you're just putting it on, or are you integrating it?
Under barrel or no?
Well, first, right now, I'm going to use it like an AR-15, where I'm just going to attach it on there. When
Okay.
I have time, I'm going to integrate it.
Gotcha.
I
So yeah,
wouldn't
for
say
now,
much time.
for now, you basically just semi-weld
I mean-
it onto the side.
Give me that 10 mile an hour. Give me that 10 millimeter bolt right there.
So it is like you have the normal gun,
Gun,
and
second gun.
on the other side, there's like 2 triggers,
Gun,
basically, now.
Second gun.
Yeah. Okay. Music has stopped for some reason. So you have the cure done. Strax takes that 1 liter of it and says, I assure you, as I said, nothing evil will come of this, and I'll go get to distributing it.
Okay,
And I can tell he's still unsure.
Callie
if it's
should. Yeah,
Roll
Callie
since minute.
should.
I already did.
Callie should
Yeah.
already
Oh.
have people in line to receive the vaccine because apparently everybody on this fucking ship has it. Yep.
Good to hear. I'll get in contact with her.
I'm gonna take mine.
Okay, you inject you with it. With a 41 cents motive, he seems to be telling the truth. If anything,
Okay.
he doesn't at all want to do this, and he seems to not really be planning on doing anything extra than distributing it in some sort of way to mass administer it.
Okay.
That's easy, Andy. We just offer them free donuts.
True.
So he leaves, goes down the corridor.
We can
Mm.
also do a lottery thing where anybody that does take the vaccine has a chance to live in the middle class quarters, you know, just kind of like Ohio's doing right now.
Listen, that lot of shit's funny as fuck. I was honestly thinking about going to Ohio for the first time, be like, I'm now living here, and then getting the vaccine and going back home.
Going back home just so I can get that $1 million worth of tuition, you know?
Yeah, buddy.
Wait, are they doing a lottery for it, or do you just
Yep,
get a
yep.
tuition? Oh, okay.
Well, it's a
Oh, like,
tuition
holy
if you're in
shit,
college,
I'm
I
gonna-
think it's like $1 million for something that you want to do. It's kind of a tuition
What's
thing, but
the
it's like more of a grant.
chances of winning?
Yeah.
The population of Ohio to 1? Yeah.
Which is Cleveland.
Oh, so
Ohio
they're
has,
only
like,
giving
a couple
one.
million people
Okay.
in it.
I've seen worse uses of taxpayer money.
Yeah.
Like paying
Called the
politicians.
military. Yeah, that too. Population of Ohio is 1.69 million, according to 2019.
I prefer the Australian
Better than
way, where they run a ton of ads telling people to get vaccinated, and I cannot get vaccinated. They aren't letting me. Just let me
Not old enough yet.
drink the juice. No, they're only
Or
doing
the
like
juice.
65 plus at the moment,
Oh,
or if you're
that's-
in a high risk environment.
Yeah, America's like, we bought most of the
Go
fucking
here to
vaccine.
Walgreens. Go to Walgreens. You can get a vaccine for free. Here, just take it. Take it. Take it. You get a free donut. Please take it.
It's like Australia
over
was
there, like,
good
people
with
are paying to get
preventing the limits, the spread of it, but now we're just not allowed to get vaccinated. Even
Yeah,
though
fair
they're
point.
telling us
To be
to.
fair. To be fair. You're not as at risk as people that are over 65, so.
Yeah, but... That's my
It's
response.
like how the Red Cross can take my blood because it gave me juice. Look, I'll give you blood, but you have to give me snacks in return.
Take my plasma, but I want a cookie.
Yeah, I want a cookie. You better give me a cookie. And a
It better
place
not
to
have
sit.
fucking raisins in it. I'm taking it back.
Can I sell
And
blood
a place to
in
sit for about 3 hours
Australia?
because I'm not making it out of here if you stick a needle in my arm.
True. Oh gosh.
It's infinite value. There you go. Well, I'd say
Woo!
infinite, but infinite value in a lifetime.
You don't get any
It's
money for
infinite
blood in
value
Australia.
as it
Out
can
of the
be.
ship.
No blood for money in Australia. Wait,
No blood
wrong way
money,
around.
damn it.
No money
Well,
for
I mean, they
blood
don't-
in Australia.
I don't
Oops.
think I mean, they do that, but it's not really all.
Not in
most of the
Australia.
time.
Only for plasma, I think.
Yeah.
Or if you're O negative.
Hello.
Imagine donating blood.
Every time I try, they say no. I'm like, why? It's like, you have a fever or something. I'm like, fuck off. Just take my blood, damn it.
Oh, my blood. Give me the money.
You need my blood. You need O negative.
Yeah.
What if I need it in the future? I want my blood back, damn it.
A blood bag. I'm going to submit my body to science when I die, except for I want that science to be blow it up with an atom bomb, please.
Just for the lulz. I just want to see what
It's
happens.
just for the lulz. Like, you can take whatever you want out there. Just in the end, blow it up, please.
So I throw Lusky's body out into the astral sea.
No, don't do that. You're trying to resurrect him, remember?
True. So
Hey,
we
man,
try to
Rugs.
resurrect him and then throw him out.
Well, not Rugs, because we don't have true resurrection, but...
Not yet. We keep his body long enough that we can do it.
I also opened the door. I'm like, so what's, how's that going with, letting us off the ship?
Whenever you're ready,
Satyr.
Satyr says, whenever you're ready, we'll get you out.
So we are
So-
whitelisted, or we just...
No. We need to go to a specific place. Don't
Oh,
don't try it yet. We'll go to a specific place and we'll get you out of here.
So should we try to raise dead and then get out of here?
We also have to bring the Death Stalkers with us.
Okay.
When is our ship showing up? Because there's a giant hole in, like, 2 of the rooms.
One in the transmutation center, and then I think one in the bridge.
Yeah.
Do you want to
Okay,
message
so-
them again?
Yeah, let's try it again. It's like, where the fuck are y'all?
You
fighting.
get a reply back from Kip, who says, from the information you gave us, you are going way too fast for us to actually get there and keep up with speed. The ship
Of course.
seems to be accelerating.
Alright, it's just... Okay, we'll be there in a little bit. Oh, you got it. Just gotta make this hard. And then talk to the Death Stalkers. I'm like, alright, so we're in the Northeastern Laboratory. We're kind of doing some stuff here. After we get done with this, we're gonna leave. So if you want to come with us to your next hunt, that would be great if you showed up.
Okay. You get no response. And then 10 minutes later, you hear in the laboratory just south of you, like the door just gets destroyed inwards, and you open your door and you see the Astral Stalkers just go in and wait.
The Northeast Laboratory.
They try to fix the door by like bending the metal, and then they just sit in there waiting.
Alright.
One of them sits there waiting, the rest just start destroying stuff in the lab for fun. So,
Chaotic neutral, ladies and gentlemen.
what are we doing? You have the cure all dealt with?
Well, if I remember correctly, somebody was going to try to resurrect somebody.
Yep, here we go.
Okay, you're doing this in the
I look
lab?
at Gerald. Yeah, I look at Gerald. I'm like, any chance you can help him? Because
Yeah,
I think he's
sister.
gonna find the soul with that.
I could infuse it with void magic and
Well, I don't necessarily know if would that work. I'm looking at
it
Gerald.
worked on the snake.
Oh, did it work on the snake?
Yeah, look at the snake, it's voidy. It's all smoking shit.
Do you want to
Don't
try
know if
and
it's the same
infuse it with some sort of void magic?
I know the Psychopomp did not like it when I did that.
Can you
Not
just see if you could go
Yeah, so-
find the soul? by any
Yeah.
chance? Gerald.
Yeah, there's the
We
two
use it as a
options. You
last
can get
resort.
Gerald to try and help, or you can try and do something with void magic as you cast, you know.
Because I don't want to piss off this fucking bird
Okay.
more than it already is looking at the snake.
I'll get Lee to roll a d20 plus 10. Okay. Anthony.
Mm.
Roll for me a caster level check plus 3.
That's a...
Your level is 16?
Yeah, so...
So
I'll
plus
just
19.
Add 3 to the end of this. Oh, no, you're not taking my cards! I need to look at what... I have query rolls on. I need to make this a public roll. Plus 3. It's just add 3 to this, so 24.
24.
That landed fucking cocked.
In the middle.
Yeah.
Yeah. 18 to 5. We'll take the 18.
Hey, that's
Okay.
cocked. I think he gets to re-roll that.
No. Wait,
Cocked
no,
in
I
roll
rolled a 5.
20.
I want to re-roll this.
That's cocked, Darren. I can see it. It's cocked right there. I see
I'll
it.
send you a screenshot of what it looks like on my screen.
Well, I think you should reroll that.
Send a screenshot in D&D chat.
It's super cocked, though. I don't know how it stopped
Look at Aaron.
there.
What the fuck? Okay, you can re-roll that.
It just
what
jumped
number?
If it's
right.
worse, we're keeping the worst one. But,
It was nearly 5 again.
okay, yeah, that's better. So that's 34.
Roll 20. You never cease to
Nice.
amaze me.
Okay, what does the ritual look like? It consumes a big diamond, but what does the actual ritual look like?
Well, considering it's Lusky, I don't like this guy, so it's actually, instead of the diamond shiver...
Middle fingers everywhere.
yeah, middle finger's like, get the fuck up, motherfucker, get me back here, I'm not done with you. And every time I've, like, thrust out my middle finger, it's just like a red mist going over him.
So you're using residuum instead of the diamond? Is that what you said?
I have 1,400 and...
It's 2,500 gold worth of
2,500 gold.
residuum.
I don't have enough residuum, so I gotta use the actual diamond.
Okay.
I said it's Saxon.
So you take the diamond, and as you begin casting, the diamond just hovers over the body, and you begin with your obscene gestures towards the dead body, and it begins over the minute-long ritual, slowly rehydrating. And then as the ritual finishes, the diamond just drops through the body, and they take in a big, deep breath. And I'll see if Anthony is still alive in a second.
Time up and go.
Takes in a big, deep breath, and he's like already bound and such, and you just gag him. And he starts looking around and squirming. He is alive.
Oh.
Yeah, I'll be back in a minute.
Oakley dokley.
Can't even end his arc without him leaving.
So you have Lusky
Just
alive.
like it's Austin's arc already, goddammit.
Never. This is the only arc. So what are we gonna do after this? Are you sleeping on the ship, or are you getting out of here tonight?
I might as well get out of here tonight. Don't want the astral stalkers tearing up anything else that we don't point them at. That's fair, right?
Yeah. That's nice.
I'm gonna open up the door and look at Satyr. I'm like, so what the fuck does Geb want with us?
What do you mean?
Well, we got a message from Lusky's dead body about how he wants to meet us in 10 days on our ship.
Have you met him before?
We've kind of kicked his, whatever the fuck nice he has asses multiple times.
Oh, back on Kakishan, before you destroyed the entire demiplane. Gotcha.
Didn't destroy it, we just took it apart and put it back to where it was supposed to go.
Okay. So he was in there. Geb was in Kakishan.
Maybe, I don't fucking know. I wouldn't doubt it.
Well, he disappeared from back on Amonkhet. What was it? Around 1,000 years by now? Disappeared
Yeah, I
quite a
wouldn't
while
doubt
ago.
that. Yeah, I wouldn't doubt that Nyx was holding him hostage. Nyx is kind of a dickhead like that.
Well, if you let him out,
Neutral
you might be
neutral
wanting to
ass.
thank you. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't necessarily know if I want one of the most evil people in the multiverse thanking us. It's kind of like owing fairies a favor, or having the fairies owe you a favor.
I'm sure he'll only have nice things to say. Don't worry.
How does that work into your plans? Do you have anything that has to do with him, or are you just trying to do something else entirely?
With Geb,
Look, if you want to go kick his ass and become one of the most evil people in the multiverse, that's perfectly fine with me.
not really. It's not my thing. Well, I'd prefer Geb not to come back to, Armonica. Just because
Yeah, kind of puts
some
you
of
at a
the...
solid number 2 there.
Well, some of the pyramids I'll be going after, I'm specifically looking for one that I believe one of his underlings owned before it crashed down to the ground. So I'd prefer him not to try and reclaim that shit.
If it was one of his underlings and it crashed, surely that underling would be in more trouble than anything.
He would. It would just be a lot easier for me to loot without him in the way.
That makes sense. Well, have fun resurrecting Set and all that. Close this door.
You hear through the door, you know that's not what I'm doing.
Literally laughs out loud as I walk away.
Oh, speaking of, wait,
The door again. Yes.
speaking of, River, would you be free now to help out after I helped you all out? You know, make that little handle I requested.
Did you not find anyone else to help you with that?
Well, we've been busy on the ship since I asked.
Yeah, I think we've all been a little busy. I don't know, Satyr. You'll have to let me think about that just a little bit, given
Okay.
the situation.
Okay.
But for you, I will ponder it a little bit.
Well, I hope you make the right decision. Thank you.
Close
It's
the
alright,
door.
Satyr. I like to think that I do most of the time.
Open the door back up again.
What?
Also, sorry I was a bit late. I got back and my fucking headset, I guess, decided to not work, and I got kind of frustrated trying to get it to work. So I'm on my phone now. So
Oof.
my friend.
That's all good.
Red.
Closes the door. Like, I think it fuck it. I mean, I'm not even angry at him anymore. I'm more angry at everything else. If that was taking into your account or anything like that. So if you want to help him because he's doing us another favor after this by letting us out of this goddamn ship. Perfectly fine with me.
I'm sorry. You cut out a little bit for me. Did you say you're cool helping him if it gets us off this fucking ship? Pretty
Yes,
much.
Because I want off
Okay.
this fucking ship. It's worse than the fucking Ziggurats. Swear
That's
to
what I
God.
thought. That's what I thought. All right. Well, if it gets us off this fucking ship, then sure.
I
I'll
don't let
roll.
him do anything too evil to you, though.
Yeah, I'll roll some dice for him if it gets us off the ship.
Okay.
You see the door opens again and he says, "Did I overhear a deal?" And he's holding the wand, the femur, the bone.
You sure did. You sure did, Satyr. I'll help you with this.
Yeah, I've got one
Beautiful to
stipulation.
hear. What's that?
Don't fuck with us.
Yeah.
I
You can go do
can't
whatever
agree
you
to
want.
that.
You can go do whatever you want with your resurrecting of Set and all that, you know.
You know, that's not what I'm doing.
I know,
I
it's
can
just-
say I won't use it on you. I won't use this on
Okay.
your group.
Okay. Because we're not even really worried about you. We're just kind of just let somebody else handle it if it really isn't all that important. Surely
Easy.
there's another group of adventurers with more animosity towards you than me.
Great. then I will not use this on you. And he begins walking down the hallway and says, River, if you come with me, I have the tools set up in my lab already.
It's so thoughtful of you. Absolutely.
Okay, River goes off with Seda to his lab. As
River, like, turns around and fake smile at the group as she follows him.
As you go into his lab, you see it's quite different to what it was when you were in here just yesterday. Give me one sec. Music. Specifically, everything seems to be getting packed up. They seem to be done with whatever they were doing in here. Roll a perception check for me, River.
Okay.
I can't believe you got conscripted to do housework.
Perception. Yeah, like Roll20 hates me and like the chat just doesn't exist anymore. Okay, there it is.
Oof.
Nice. Yeah, roll 20. Yeah, just
Oof.
fucking-
Nat
Wow.
one.
What I fucking get for saying anything against our overlord Roll20 when it.
No dissenting allowed. So with a
I
nat
wish
one.
I could help you out, but I used up all my butter for this last session. If someone wants to look me out for a quick 8-hour nap, I'll help him. But
Yeah, nat one. It's a yikes. Okay. So you are taken through the lab where they're packing stuff up, and over in one of the corners they have a section set up with all the tools you need. Specifically, it's a lot of there's no forge or anything. It's just a lot of different tools to whittle the bone down and smooth it. And he sets the bone down on the table and gives you a little reference image of a dagger handle that he wants it to look like, and says, before you start, I do need to bless you, make sure this doesn't backfire at all. Do I have your permission to do that? And he holds his hand out to you.
Yeah, I definitely want to roll like a sense motive check,
Go for
just to see how River feels about the things he's saying.
With a
yeah,
2.
God.
So, he's speaking your language, and his inflection is quite cocky. That's about all you're able to tell. You don't detect any lies.
All right. Well, River, I guess just curious. Why do you need to bless me, Fader?
Well-
To whittle this?
It's a rod of innovation, technically. And with the slight alterations of it, I don't want you to hit anything specific that will trigger it. I want to give you a blessing that if you do trigger it, it will not affect you negatively.
Okay. I'll roll sense motive on what he just said
Go for it.
to see how I feel about.
Beautiful.
There you go.
Wow.
He is telling the complete truth. You can tell.
Okay.
But he seems to be... You can tell there's a little extra. He wants to get something out of the blessing. Like, he will benefit from the blessing.
Okay. Does it seem like I'll, like, the way he's saying it, the way she's interpreting it, like, it would put her in any kind of danger?
Roll an intelligence check at advantage.
Alright.
Since you got that nat 20.
You said intelligence?
Intelligence at advantage, thanks to the nat 20.
Okay.
Oh! Roll again to see if you get another 20. And then I'll have to fucking... Oh!
You did just say
Almost
20.
another nat 20, wow.
It counts.
That's
It counts.
a 2, a nat 20, a nat 20, and a nat 19. That's very good.
Yeah, I don't...
Don't forget about the one. He rolled a 1 too.
Oh, and the one beforehand, yeah. You're only rolling the extremes.
High variance dice over here.
Yeah, he's got a d20 with a 1, a 2, a 19, and a 20. Just
It's all the
repeating.
numbers you need.
Okay. So, you can tell from how he's saying it, he's probably gonna brand you. And then he'll get something out of the branding in the future.
River says, I don't know. It seems like any time you go to give us a gift or just anything nice, it turns around on us.
Okay,
You can't really blame me if I don't feel super comfy getting this blessing. I'll still make this for you, just without whatever it is you're trying to do right now.
okay, fine, just,
Is that okay?
just wear this then. And he takes off one of his rings and passes it to you. Just wear this while making it. I assure you that this one's safe.
Okay. I'll sense motive that too,
Okay,
so
go
I
for
can
it.
get a nat 1 on it. You gotta keep the.
It has to be a nat 1 or a nat 20.
Gotta keep
That's all
it
that's allowed.
consistent.
Nope, rolled a 5.
No lies detected. He seems to be telling the truth.
All right. Yeah, having, I guess, feeling like she's got a little bit of the upper hand. River, like, all right, I'll put the ring on, but only during the duration that I'm making this. Although it's probably gonna fuck me somehow.
Well, I will need it back. It is a very expensive ring.
Yeah, absolutely, Sager, I get it.
So you put the ring on,
Still not pronouncing his name right. I love it.
and
Sager.
as you walk over to the bench, and you grab the bone, you can tell that the ring seems to be emanating a sort of anti-magic from it. So you're able to work on the bone without any risk of it being set off.
Okay.
So, what sort of
Sweet.
check would you want to roll to whittle down this bone into a handle?
Well, I think the only real relevant ones I would have would be like craft weapons. I mean, I've got craft armor, which is better, but I don't feel like this bone fits into that since it's going for like a dagger or whatever. Sager said they wanted.
Yeah. Craft weapons sounds like it would work.
Yeah, River takes the little reference photo and pins it up, above the dagger. It goes through all these little steps to whittle the bone down, and then we'll see what happens. Do you want me to go ahead and roll that?
Go for it.
All right, please be. that
He'll
one.
give you advantage by helping out. Just by looking over your shoulder, pointing out, like,
Wow.
he is very helicoptering. This seems to be very 215s. He isn't helping at all.
And I give you the same amount of effort twice in a row.
Yeah, his help isn't helping at all. He is just like, oh, make sure you do. Oh, okay, yeah, it's meant to. Oh, okay, cool. He's like recommending stuff right before you do it. Yeah,
Yeah,
Yeah.
make sure you use that to. Oh, okay.
yeah, you
Yeah,
might do that.
looking good. And you whittle it down into a sort of curved point at one end and an open, flat point at the other where a blade can be inserted. And he says, "That looks beautiful. Thank you very much."
Hey. Go ahead. Sorry.
He takes it and begins wrapping it with a old-looking bandage and says, "It's perfect, just as specified. Thank you."
Hey, you're welcome. It's just another one of the famous River Centrella works that I'm sure that you've heard all about, because there's hundreds of them out there. I'm sure that's why you tracked me down.
I'll make sure you're known for this one. Could I have the ring back, please?
Of course, River wastes no time getting it off of her finger.
Just flicks it off. He grabs it and puts it back on. And you see he pulls out of his coat a blade, this stark red blade, and as he's like putting it in to the handle, it seems to almost magnetically just attach itself. And you see he has crafted this little dagger. And he says, "It really fits beautifully. Thank you, River.
Hey,
Very, very
you know,
good."
You're welcome. It's the least I could do if you get us the fuck off this ship,
Absolutely. Let's get you back
Sriracha here.
to the
The least I can do for an old friend, seeing that we benefit as well.
You will absolutely. Speaking of, let's see if they are ready to go. And he takes you back to the
I don't
next
know.
door laboratory.
Shay might want to hang around a bit longer, but
I'm ready whenever you are.
yeah. The River's already next to the door. She can be. She's just inching over there as the conversation.
She just
going.
inches, slowly getting further and further away.
Her body language is like, when someone wants to leave a conversation and one of their feet's pointed away, like that's her body language, but both her feet are pointed away.
She really wants
both
out.
Her feet are pointed away, and she's in the. She's walking.
Her eyes are looking at the door while the conversation's happening, and she's in forward motion.
And as the conversation is maybe midway through, you exit, and he catches up and follows, and you get back to the lab that you're currently resurrecting, or raising, Luskian.
Yep. I gotta open the door and be like, okay, so, after y'all leave, will teleportation be alright going on and off the ship?
I'll have to speak with Strax about that. I don't know yet.
Is he staying on the ship?
He isn't. No, we'll be leaving
okay.
soon.
That's what I thought. It's just the way that all your schedules line up. Just assuming,
We're done. Now we're just packing up.
Okay, well, I'm gonna run to my room real quick.
Okay.
I'm gonna write out a scroll of just message Shay, or that's all it can do.
Okay.
And I'm gonna leave it in there.
Okay. As you're running to your room, you go down that corridor and you turn to see your door. And before you're able to go in there and do that, you notice the doors at the end of the corridor, which are River and Regis's doors, have both been caved in.
Like River Store.
Sorry, not River, Kiara. The ones at the
Oh,
end
wow.
is Kiara on the left and Regis on the right, and they've both been caved in.
I got worried for a sec, but I was like, wait, our couches are here, so
Yeah.
there's nothing really even important in there.
Sada sent the Dow to go destroy your couch.
Just a single
No, to go
couch.
kidnap the couch in case you said no. Then he'd have a hostage.
He was gonna hold the couch hostage. So we go and look in those rooms.
You peek in,
And
that-
just shows a picture of the couch. Like, have you reconsidered making this handle for us?
have you reconsidered? As he holds just a mote of flame above it. Kiara's room, you see there has been a struggle of some sort. The table has just been thrown against a wall and shattered, but that's about it. And in Regis's room, multiple explosions have gone off, and neither of them are in their rooms.
Okay. Put up 2 out of order signs. Deal with that later. I'm gonna tie up the message scroll with a little bow. Put it down.
Okay, you're able to put
And
that
underneath, I'm gonna write a note that says anytime.
anytime. Okay. You leave that in your room and head off to back to the lab, I assume.
Yeah.
Okay.
As we wait longer for Anthony to get back.
Is there anything else we want to do on the ship? Because I think after Anthony's thing, we'll be able to get off the ship.
I mean, there is one more thing I want to do on the ship, but
Which is?
she's currently
Oh,
setting
cool.
up
Nice.
vaccines.
Do you tell the party at all about the missing team members?
Oh, yeah, the guy got him. We'll have to deal with that later. Hopefully they don't
We
die
will.
in the next, 5 days.
Oh, we'll be okay.
Okay, I'm gonna go get some ice for my drink while we wait for Anthony to come back. He should be back in the next couple minutes, hopefully.
Gotta go get more drink while you do that.
Why is everyone muted?
Well, Andy's muted because he's at work. Austin's muted because he's on his phone. Darren's going to go get a drink here in just a second. And
Alright then.
Ollie did the same thing.
Yeah, Lee's right. Like, I'm on my phone, and I don't want to broadcast a ton of weird fucking noises because Discord on phone is kind of cursed.
Kind of is. Okay, I'm gonna jump back up.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Hey, he's back.
Sorry about that, everybody.
Anthony! Make the children take the bins out.
What do you think I always yell about?
Make them. Train the cats too. They should be old enough by now. Okay. So, you have... While you were raising, Lusky, River was recruited by Seda to go craft some, a dagger handle for him. And they have just come back. Shay just came back from going to her room for a minute. Have you told Shaman what you saw?
About the people being
About
missing?
the people.
Yeah. 2 of our crew members have been kidnapped, like we knew they would be.
We know about who?
I can know what happened.
Yeah. The guy in power armor that we got the space gun from.
Oh. That's fun. Are they? I'm guessing they're from the same plane that,
Well, yeah, no shit. They've been from
Yeah.
Kikishan for... Not Kikishan. Is it, whichever one it's called.
Kaladesh.
Kaladesh.
Yeah, the, space suit looking guys are power armor looking guys. They're from a company called Naster, Naster, which is a company from the city that they're both from, which is like a sort of paramilitary type group that gets hired out to go to other planes and do less than legal stuff. He seems to have been hired to go and retrieve them because they stole a expensive ass ship. And so Shay went and saw that the doors to their rooms had just been caved in, and a struggle
that's all
ensued
I
and
did.
they were missing.
That's all I did.
That's fun. Is there anything we can actually do about that?
I mean, unless we want to take on a fucking paramilitary group in power armor.
I don't think we can handle that.
I mean, they do kind of have, and looks at space gun.
They do kind of have that, yeah.
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 Were they important?
I mean, it was...
The
two of our
captain and the
partners.
engineer.
Yeah.
We do like having those people around.
Well, one of the engineers. We got like 3 others.
The captain and the bomb engineer, we'll say.
Yeah.
We like Regis. He blows stuff up.
It's just,
Do you think we could pay to get them out? The paramilitary, we can maybe pay them.
When you saw the agent and they said basically just step aside and let me go past, they said that they had been hired to take them to trial.
So we could hire them not to take them to trial? Do you think?
we can
It
go get
takes-
some lawyers.
Yeah, we could go clear up and crash.
I mean, they're a paramilitary group in power armor. I don't think that they'll be cheap to buy off.
Yeah.
I wouldn't doubt they have more money than we ever could have. Anybody know a good lawyer? I do. His name is Bertie Madoff.
I got this great lawyer. His name is Sal.
Oh, no, his name is Bertie Madoff. Come on now.
You better call him.
Yeah.
Two people had sex in the 90s and now have to pay bills. A fucking scam.
So Seda says, are you
Fuck.
doing more stuff? Are you going after them, or are we getting out of here?
Well, first we gotta get out of here because we can't really go after them because they're on a different plane than us right now.
Oh yeah. How did the
Your
resurrection go,
friends, they, from the best of my knowledge, no one has teleported away from here.
Yeah, no, it was a big ass ship that crashed into this ship, and I'm pretty sure he flew that away. I'm gonna go back up there and we'll look, see if the ship's still there.
Okay, are you going
Smart
by
plan.
yourself, or is the rest of the party coming?
I'll go with Shay.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll assume the rest of the party's going. We'll go in a minute after the resurrection goes well. The minute goes past as he's rehydrated, and then the diamond drops and just disappears into his chest. And he takes a deep breath in as Shay gagged him.
You're not going anywhere, buddy. You're staying here with me for a bit.
And you can see he starts salivating on the gag and trying to say something.
You're ready to cut out his fucking tongue at this point, so he can even give
As he's
verbal
writhing and trying to get out of the restraints.
You're not getting out of that. You might as well stay put.
What are you doing? He is still just writhing, trying to get out of them. And you can tell now roll sense motive. Whoever wants to. You can tell now at this point he's less so, with a 10, you can tell he's quite panicked. With a 48 and a 45, you can tell his calm and collected demeanor of before, when he knew he could get out of this, has completely broken. And something in him has changed, where he is like, oh fuck, I'm fucked, I'm fucked, I'm fucked, I'm fucked, and he is just trying his best to get out of these restraints he can't get out of.
Listen, I'll cut a square with you. Don't try to writhe around too much. Let us do what we gotta do. And I won't cut out your tongue. And cut off your fingers.
He begins, he's like,
Slow down.
he stops writhing and starts trying to say something to you, but he's
No.
gagged.
You don't get to say anything. You just sit there, stay quiet, and I won't start cutting shit off. You understand? Not if you understand.
He's trying to shout something at you now.
Okay, start cutting off a finger. Spinky.
No, wait. I have a great
You're
idea
kidnapped
here.
right now.
You've been
Oh, I am? Okay,
You've
never
been
mind.
kidnapped.
You grab a hand.
Just pull out his fingernail. It's a whole lot more painful, and he gets to keep the finger for a little bit longer.
Okay, fair enough. We'll pull out the fingernail. Good recommendation.
Okay, as you like grab his hand and start getting ready to do that, he stops.
Okay, I'm gonna pop back up then. If I get unkidnapped at any point or something comes up with me, just ping me and I'll jump back down.
Okay.
So he just
Good,
stops
good,
as
good.
soon
All of
as.
that.
Now I'm gonna have my snake stay here.
Of course, the one session I kidnap him, he comes in for a minute. What the
Yeah.
fuck?
I'll have the snake stay here. You start doing anything, moving, starting to say anything, it's gonna start constricting on you. I understand?
You can see he's just in shock now and he has gone catatonic. He just
Okay,
lays
well,
down, staring off into nothing. You can see he's saying something, but as if he's whispering. But he's still gagged, so he can't actually do anything. You just hear, like, light mumbles coming from him.
Can I tell what he's saying?
It is literally impossible. He's gagged. He's not making anything intelligible at the moment.
Okay.
There's no lips to read.
You just knock him out, or
He's just
Yeah,
laying there on his side, staring off into nothing, mumbling.
I think he's fine there.
Let's just go look and see if the ship's still there.
Okay.
Are you leaving
Carry
him,
him with us
or
again.
are you
No,
dragging or
carry
carrying?
Gary.
Okay, who's carrying him?
Well, who do you think's carrying?
Yeah, who do you think's Gary? You know. River, can you carry this guy? This thing?
Absolutely.
Don't be too gentle with it.
How are you carrying him?
You said don't be too gentle, so River
don't be
just
too gentle.
like grabs his like shirt and pants by the cloth and just like she was picking up like a really big like heavy bag of cement or something. She just rips him off the fucking floor and onto her shoulders, like unceremoniously. Just
Is his
And
head behind you or in front of you? Like, which way is he?
Probably more like a fireman's carry, and so the weight's more evenly distributed.
Oh,
over
so he's
both shoulders.
over. Okay.
Yeah. Like,
Suck.
like she would just throw like a heavy bag over her shoulders, kind of thing.
Okay. You put him on your shoulders, and he...
Do I know any lawyers?
You haven't met any? No.
Would what's his ass? Zorvis have ranks in law that I would know of?
No, Zorvis is much more a researcher, like you.
Okay. Would gnome fucker
No,
who
but
astral projected himself to us, would he have
Japip? Say my name properly. Japip.
fucker?
Japip de
Not
Emboys.
someone who fucks gnomes. Okay.
Jesus.
Would
Japip
he have any
de
ranks in lawyer?
Emboys? You don't know him that well. He's very well versed in a lot of stuff. He could.
I'm not sure he wants to do us a favor at this point, though.
So, as you get him on your shoulders, he just continues staring catatonic at the floor, and he's still mumbling something. And we begin heading off up to... you were going to go to the Transmutation Center?
Yeah, I'm just see if that ship's still there or not.
Okay, Seda and Ivanica now group up with their entire group, and they are gonna just wait. They get the map, and they mark for you to come down here when you're ready to leave.
Okay, I send the astral stalkers down there.
Okay.
Like, that's where we're going to be when we leave.
Okay. And
Stop blowing holes in my ship!
you begin heading up to the Transmutation Center. Let me just get a token of the Astral Stalkers back. Just so I remember that they're there. Okay. So we begin heading up to the Transmutation Center. Whoever wants to, roll a d20 for me.
Let everybody reach for your keyboards at once. $19.
Yes, rolled
Yeah,
first.
9 on mine.
I'm going with a 9. So, with a 9. As you get to the entrance of the Transmutation Center, the doorway, which you see has been destroyed, just seemingly it was in the middle of closing and someone just pushed the metal doors, and it's like halfway closed, halfway open. The sort of sliding doors. And you see inside, the pod that crashed in has been moved, so it's no longer just embedded in the floor and standing upright. It's now completely on its side. You see the glass part that had been shattered as the agent came out seems to have been replaced, but it is open. And you see the agent of Nasta there. Let me just grab the picture. If I have it. You see this dude currently placing the bodies of Kiara and Regis in the pod. as you
Look up, Evans.
approach.
So when's the trial?
Hey, okay.
They look towards you, and they grab their gun, and they say, as soon as they get back. I wouldn't interfere if I were you. Couple of days.
Is it going to be a fair trial?
They stole a
Allegedly.
project. They stole this ship.
Allegedly.
I'm not the defendant here, but
But didn't
if I
think you were the
was,
defendant. You're just
they'd
the
be
paramilitary-
fucked.
You're just the paramilitary guy who was hired illegally to come kidnap somebody from a different plane. But that's neither here nor there. I understand you're doing what you're doing for money. Makes complete sense to me. This isn't about you. It's more about the government that paid you.
it was less
How
so
much?
a government that paid me, but
Well,
the
whatever
group
the hell
that they
paid.
stole from wishes to get their ship back. And I'd get quite a nice bonus if I brought it back to them. I'll give you them for the ship.
Can we get all of our shit off of it?
That's where I keep my couch.
Everybody, our couch is there. We need our couch.
Where are we gonna keep our couch after this?
I've got another deal for you.
God, we're gonna have to find.
We're about to leave this
We
place.
got it. We got it.
We're heading
We
back
got
to
a
the ship.
realm.
I will tell you where the ship is. If you give them back, we will take it back to where it goes. And hopefully I can get somebody to listen to me at that point. You still fulfill your obligation. You get the ship and them back there without much trouble. Well, any more trouble than you've already had.
Let me think for a minute. He says, so you want me to take nothing back to them, except for the location of a ship that can teleport?
No, we will bring everything back. Preferably with you on it at that point in time so you can take credit.
Roll either diplomacy or deception. Or bluff.
Well, I mean, it's diplomacy because I'm not going to not follow through with this.
Okay.
Oh, I rolled a 2. But truth be told, I am telling the truth, so.
Okay. He says, my employers don't like changes in contracts. I don't think that's gonna happen. And he continues putting the bodies in the tube.
We do have gold that we can help make that contract be changed easier.
How much do you have?
Currently about 15,000's worth, but we can get more.
$15,000. And they walk over to you and hold out a hand.
Pull out. Well, how many? 15 gold bars? You said they were 1,000 each?
33 gold bars, I believe.
Okay, but yeah, that was worth 33,000, right?
15.
Yeah.
15.
So each gold bar is worth
Yeah,
1,000?
yeah.
So he
Yeah.
can pull out 15 gold bars and put it in his hand. Just one at a time out of the bag of holding.
Wait. Just one sec.
Got to make sure that.
Yeah, 33.
gold bars and 1,000 gold.
Yeah, so you give him 15? And places them all in a bag. And says, okay. Goes over to the pod and grabs both of their bodies and just throws them on the ground in front of you. And says, you have 15 days until I have to
15
come
days.
collect them.
That's fine. Gives us time to get our affairs in order, I guess, is what you would call it, and actually hire a good lawyer.
And he gets in the pod, just lays down and closes it over him. So you have both of their bodies on the ground in front of you now. And you're
Alive,
minus
which is
15
We
grand.
did it again.
You have a look at
Insane.
them, and they are both alive. They are just knocked the fuck out.
Well, he's they
Wakey, wakey,
definitely,
make them breaky.
they definitely got some way to track us, so there's no running away from this. We need to find a lawyer. So
Yep.
let's get out of here. Let's do what you wanted to do and look at Shaman. Surely that won't take very long. Just drop him off and leave him, right? That's what you wanted. Your headset's muted.
Yep.
Okay. Alright, we'll do that. We'll drop the Astral Stalkers off in Zendikar, because we have a deal with them. We'll try as hard as we can to find a lawyer in, I'm gonna guess, about 12 days. So, yeah, let's, alright.
Let's do it.
Okay.
12 days.
Okay, so you're heading to the meetup point?
Yep.
Yep.
So, Carolina does know a lawyer, but we have to go to Galorian.
Nope. Okay. We head down.
What's wrong with, why can't we go to Galorian?
Never.
It's one of the main planes in the universe. You know.
Okay, so as you come down here, it is there's a half dozen astral stalkers impatiently waiting for you.
Now there's 6 of them, and 4 of them will go.
There's also the entire Sadas group, Strax, Lankesh, the Dow, Ivanica, and Seda. And as you all arrive, Seda says, "What are you doing with Lusky? Keeping him for fun?"
Yeah, we're
Yep.
going to do some things to him.
Fun.
Being as he slighted you and slighted us, I think I believe
Yeah. He needs appropriate punishment.
Yeah.
Can I have a moment with him?
As long as you don't kill him or anything, we need him.
As long as I don't kill him.
Or harm him anyway. We
Oh.
need him alive and at least sane.
Well, I can.
Peacefully saying.
Yeah, I can keep
Yeah.
him sane, and I won't kill him. Those are my conditions. Is that okay?
We'd also prefer you didn't brand him.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
fine.
Alright.
Yeah, it's fine with me.
Cool.
Go ahead.
Been wanting to
See you in
test
30
this.
seconds.
30 seconds.
Need less than that. And he takes out the new dagger that he has. You scroll up a little bit, the blood red one, with the handle that River made for him. And he grabs Strax. It's not Strax. He grabs Lusky's hands, grabs the left one, and just cuts right through the wrist and cuts the left hand off. And you
Cool.
see, as it just, the hand falls to the ground, the wound almost glows this sort of deep blood red before it just turns black and necrotic. And he says, interesting.
So goddamn cool.
Thank you for that. And he bonks Lusky on the nose with the blunt end of it and says, thank you for that. What are you rolling to know exactly?
What that effect was. Like, what type of,
You
spell
can
or whatever that is.
tell it wasn't a spell of any sort, but it wasn't used in its intended way. So the effect was odd. He was testing out what exactly it could do. You can tell this wasn't meant to be used on someone like Lusky. But yeah, with a 34, you can tell that his hand is not going to be able to be grown back. That's
Okay.
cut through the soul, not just the flesh.
Don't be cut with that. Got it. Keep that in my notes.
Then he wipes the blood off and puts the dagger away. And says, that's all I needed. It was very interesting. Thank you.
No problem.
So you're all ready to go?
Yep.
Yep.
Okay.
Remember, they're coming with us, so.
Yeah, they'll go with you. Just be ready to go wherever. And he places the staff in front of him, and the Dow comes up next to him and places a hand on the staff. Grabbing their war pick, they just raise it above and do a single smash in front of them. And you see a line appear in front of them and spread up along the walls. Just a couple of meters, a couple of feet in front of him, and it just cuts into the wall. And he says, Shay, you have that little shield thing you made before? You have another one of those on you?
Shield thing.
The, what was it? The force thing? The wall?
Yeah, I can do a wall of force easily.
Did you make one here for a minute?
Sure. Make a wall of force.
You make a wall of force in front of you, and he just gives you a thumbs up, and then the Dow hits the wall of force with the their war pick, and you see the corridor that you're currently in has been detached from the ship and just begins floating backwards. And you're keeping it airtight with the wall of force. And it just floats back like 20 feet or so before it falls out completely. And you see the ship speeding off very fast. And you're no longer on the ship.
Oh,
So you're now in a corridor with the Astral Stalkers, as it is just rotating in the Astral Sea.
give
are
the
we
ship
doing?
like 5 minutes to keep on going.
Okay.
Make sure we're out of range of
You
teleport
see-
traps.
About a minute later, it is out of view. It is
Okay,
going
well,
super fast.
I teleport us all to the ship.
Okay, roll a D100 for me.
Oh, it just, like everything changed as I rolled it. I'm like, oh no.
You killed roll 20.
Yeah.
Okay. $47. You're teleporting the Astral Stalkers to the ship as well?
I mean, if I can segment it and just teleport them straight to Zendikar.
Roll another D100. It'll use both of your uses of plane shift.
That's fine.
Okay, where are you sending them specifically on Zendikar? I can give you the
okay, so
map
we've
if you
been to
want.
Zipcars, so I know we're the main hub for the people we want them to kill, right?
Yeah, it would be in the new, the expanded Temple of Theocracy.
Come on, roll 20 load.
It's a big map, very big.
Okay, where's the Temple of Theocracy?
So the entire red area. This isn't the new map.
Yeah, this is an old map that we doodled
Yeah.
all over.
Let me just put it in chat. Here we go. New map. So the pink is the Temple of Theocracy, the orange is the Ascana Empire, up in the top left is Gunstra, which has slowly been invaded, and all the way to the right is the Wasteland, which is where the vampires are. So the Temple of Theocracy is currently occupying Krabetta, which was Ba Sing Se. That
Yeah, so
seems
we
to
want-
be...
All those leaders dead, right?
If they have a center of operations, that's probably where they are. You know that their
Okay.
previous capital, Tuki, I think they said a few sessions ago, you learnt that Tuki was nuked, basically,
Yep.
when the war started. So they've probably moved to Krabetta.
Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to give them as much information about the leaders that we know of, and I'll send them on their way. Oh boy.
Okay, au revoir, we're going to Krabetta. Okay, they teleport away, hopefully appearing near who they're meant to kill. And beginning to ransack Krabetta.
It's just completely, I'm also going to warn Zorvus.
Okay.
I'll be like, hey, so we sent some,
Astral
the
Stalkers.
multiverse, yeah, so the multiverse best bounty hunters up there to kill the leaders of the Theocracy because we don't like them because they made us terrorists. So just be ready for that. They're astral stalkers. Have fun.
You just hear silence for a minute, and then... Okay. Just a defeated, sad... Okay.
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 Just stunned silence. All right, fine.
Okay. Okay.
We're
And the
talking
rest
about
of you?
these apples.
Are teleporting onto the ship.
Oh,
Okay. So, you arrive on the ship. The ship is currently floating around the ruins of Malvar on Innistrad. Malvar seems to have been set alight as the ship left, but the Farcaster has been helping refugees from there. There's ships in the dock that are also boarding people and getting them away from the ruined city, but some of the pirates off your ship seem to be helping get people out of the ruins.
All right. So who's the smartest person there?
Where?
On Melbar.
On Malvar?
Yeah.
Most of the
Just gonna
people
start asking around.
on Malvar, like, of the living, of the just the refugees,
Yeah, the refugees. Refugees.
roll knowledge local. As you're asking around.
Wow, I had to roll this one. 43.
You're able to ask around for a while. What type of smart are you looking for?
The person that can distribute a vaccine. Create and distribute a vaccine for the plague that is going around right now.
Fuck you, Anthony. Get away from me. Yeah, you're able to ask around and get you find someone who worked at the Laguna Institute for a while, but ended up leaving once they found out that like 90% of their job would be just senseless tests on living people, like just vivisecting people and such.
Yeah.
So you find a quite high up doctor.
Okay, so I write down the recipe and give it to him. Like, here's the cure for the plague.
Okay. They.
Also, it was started by Dr. Lusky. He was trying to take over the ship. We kind of fixed that. So I wouldn't go looking for it right now. It may be in kind of a little bit of uprising right now.
Okay. They take in the big bit of information you give them, and say, as soon as we get to the capital, we'll be able to synthesize this recipe. And we'll
Just wanna make
disseminate the
sure.
information about the disgraced Lusky.
Yeah, definitely disgraces me. Because fuck that guy, and I point at him.
So what are you doing with him? Now that you haven't.
We're going to,
This is
something
sorry.
that
This is
will-
me asking.
no.
So we're going to take him to Mount Celestia. And just drop him off.
And by
Okay.
the way, we're going to let the lawful good guy go to Mount Celestia and drop him off because I'm scared of that place right now.
Lawful good. Well, I need somebody to at least take me there and drop him off and then get the fuck back.
We do.
I
have-
can't really get
just
back
have-
accurately.
I'm pretty sure we just have to ask
want an
permission
I have permission for what?
to go to Mount Celestia.
No.
So
Well, he just looked at the sky and said, I want to go to Mount Celestia.
Shay has used both her plane shifts for the day.
No,
Well, I mean, yeah.
maybe tomorrow. So I look at Gerald. I'm like, all right, so we need permission to go to Mount Celestia.
What alignment are you?
That- Me,
You're
I'm
chaotic
chaotic
neutral. Gerald
I
says
cannot
you're
have-
not gonna step
Yeah, I
foot
didn't
there.
figure I was
Permission or
mostly-
not, you will be killed.
mostly pointing at the lawful good fucking oracle over there.
Not
Lawful good.
Chaotic good.
Well, chaotic good can still go to Mount Celestia, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, good aligned creatures.
Gerald says he can travel there. If he's quick, he should be okay.
Yeah, I'll be very quick.
It's kind of what I thought. We just want to.
It's a drop-off situation.
Yeah.
Probably
I
not
gotta
gonna
back
get
it up.
permission to go there with his background, if you know what I mean.
Well, isn't the whole point of wouldn't they see it as a
I don't
a
think they
boy
would
on-
love you coming with a creature who recently was the avatar of a being of chaos from the far realm whom
Yeah.
Punishment?
used the
Like,
void.
yeah.
doing
It's
this for
punishment.
punishment.
Yes, I still don't think they would love you coming there for it. I don't think they would kill you for it, but I don't think they would accept your request to parlay
Do they have?
there.
Can you see if you could get any better ideas for divine punishment for him?
Yeah.
Being as
I don't know him as well. It depends on what sort of punishment you want. If you want to send him there and have him punished by the lawful,
I mean, that
they
sounds-
can.
That's kind
Fine
of
with
what
me.
we were trying to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, you can do that. You
Yeah,
can just let him loose, like you were thinking, in the Astral City. You can send him to the Hells to become a grub
It's kind of,
for eternity.
yeah.
No, I think letting them loose in the Mount Celestial would be good.
And how do we go about doing that?
Yeah. Do you just like send them over or like what?
Oh, you've never been there, have you?
No, that's why I was like.
Why
trying
would
to see if I
I
could go back.
ever want to go to Mount Celestia and look at Gerald? I'm like you know me.
Sorry, I meant the gooder one.
Yeah,
Different
no,
one.
he's never been there.
Oh, yeah, that's a difficult one. Give me give me some of your spicy magic, Shay, and I'll try and get something from there for you.
Okay.
Magic.
I take it.
Roll a D100 for the genie magic, genie wishcraft manipulation.
Ooh, I got a good one.
You grab them and place them to your forehead, and they just disappear.
Killed it.
No,
Their bones lay on the ground in front of you, and your hands are covered in blood. You just
it
squashed
does
them.
every time.
It's
It does that every
normal.
time. Ow.
It's like Chronos eating the fucking children.
Yeah, ow.
So you have his body currently. Are you still carrying him, River?
Wait, we have his body. His soul got taken.
No, he's still alive. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
But
Yeah,
like,
we're just
are you still carrying him, River?
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm carrying him. But I need to take this fellow. Just hauling him, his lifeless self around. I mean, I know he's alive, but he kind of seems not like alive.
Yeah,
two
he's
other people we
still
could've sent there.
mumbling.
Yeah.
And he's
Damn,
still
we
like.
could have sent his 10 satyr down there.
Yeah, we got chaotic good paladin and or lawful good paladin over here. So lawful good rogue monk paladin combination.
Okay. So, while they're gone, I don't need any perception checks for this. You see, over here, just off the side of the ship, a little mote of flame just appears. Small mote, it looks like a fireball that just appears there. And begins growing. And growing, and quite quickly, it grows to a large, just, disc of flame. Whoops. What the fuck? I copied you! Wait, that's not it. That's not right. Shay?
Like, wait a minute, but I'm here.
That's not right.
Who's that?
I don't know why it copied you just then. There we
Am I
go.
conscious?
So you see,
That's where
just
you've been.
off the ship, this sort of portal appears. And you can see through the portal the blackened landscape of obsidian ground of the Isle of Dead. And you see through the portal Jahavel. Still the bottle of the bound pressed into him, and it's like burning with flame as he just sprints at you and hits a sort of invisible wall as he tries to come through the portal.
Okay,
Thank God.
Just
Carolina,
gonna,
can you get rid of that portal real quick?
just gonna do that.
And he just
real quick.
smashes the portal. Roll a caster level check.
Just gonna roll a 24.
Okay.
What's your caster level check, Andy? Especially if you're doing something like that. Because don't you have a whole bunch of stuff?
I don't know.
So you attempt to dispel it, and what does your dispelling look like in this case? How are you trying to get rid of it?
Does this kendo stick of banishment help here?
You'd have to hit it with the kendo stick. So what does it look like as you attempt this, Anthony?
Right off the bow of the ship.
I forget. It just looks like I just tried to like swipe it away.
You try and
Nothing happens,
swipe
I
it
guess.
and create this sort of wind from above that disrupts it partially, but the flame just seems too strong. And you see he's smashing on the invisible wall.
So, yeah, Carolina's gonna do that.
Okay.
That just becomes fucking wonk.
As she flies up towards it, Jahavel tracks her and shouts, die. He
Oh.
takes a few steps back and is just gonna clap. As he claps, you hear what sounds almost like a sonic boom as a cone of flame comes out of the portal. I need everyone to make a reflex save.
Oh, Jesus.
Everyone except Carolina.
Oh, 25.
Wow,
22.
rolling good so far. Let's see if River gets a 1 or a 20.
Should have casted this before. As soon as I see
4. 2. She can only roll 1, 2, 19, 20. So River, who is currently holding the catatonic
That's me
Lusky,
too.
is gonna go flying.
Oh.
You see River holding Lusky, picked up by the flame that comes out of the portal, and they both just go flying off the side of the ship.
How much does River weigh?
River is, I think, like 6. What is she? 5'10" or 6'2"?
She's like 6 foot,
6 foot.
and I don't know. She's probably like in the 160s without armor.
Yeah, she's well built, tall gal.
Yeah.
And wearing plate mail, and holding a unconscious or
Less
catatonic.
than 250 pounds.
How much does plate mail? Like, would plate mail weigh more than 100 pounds? I don't think so. Like 50 pounds?
Like 50 pounds. Like, how much does your war greaves weigh? Or do you have
God.
greaves?
I mean, like, our gear was usually about 30 to 40 pounds, depending on, like, how much ammo we were carrying and shit. I don't know. I feel like plate mail is probably,
50, 60-ish.
yeah. I bet Google would know.
I can just summon a rock.
I mean, I'm just gonna telekinesis them back on board.
Okay, that's fine.
Cool, let me just roll damage. 54 damage, so half of 54 to everyone who saved. 54 to River. And she just flies over the edge. And you're casting telekinesis?
And
Yeah, you... If only other people failed, I could make this a challenge, but everyone rolled very good except River.
Yeah, and while everybody's falling down, we all go
I take any
hand
less
in hand and we
damage?
cast out.
Yes, sorry, evasion, you take no damage at all. You take no damage. You just dance through the onslaught of flame. And they go flying off.
Never got knocked back. Yaz just darted after her, and then Shay stopped her. So Yaz is kind of like, oh yeah, the flames are happening.
it's fine.
I will need River to make a fortitude save to be able to hold on to Lusky.
You got it.
You get quickly flung back and then suddenly grabbed by the telekinesis. You're being ragdolled around. Lusky might just fling off into the abyss.
Also, Google says plate mail is about 33 to 55 pounds. So
Okay.
we're pretty close.
Yeah, we're good.
Hey, baby. Hey, baby boy.
Wow.
14 there.
Yeah, so
Wow.
you get
Middle roll.
thrown back about 30 feet off the edge of the ship, and then suddenly grabbed by the telekinesis, and Lusky just goes flying off of you, and you don't even look at him, you just reach back and grab his foot, and he just stops. You can hear a pop or two. You think a hip, maybe something in his back might have popped as well, and he just stops as you grab behind you.
Just grab both his feet, like his whole spinal cord pops at the same.
Oh,
Now a few inches taller.
Yeah, he's now feeling
Yeah.
taller.
you have adjusted his back amazingly. You and Shay have just invented chiropractic.
We could make some money doing this. Too bad Lusky only
Wait,
two
hey,
catatonic knows
did
how
that
good that probably
please?
felt.
You're not going anywhere near.
You
Gerald.
hear the mumbling that he was making has changed to just a flat.
Then I slowly bring them back on the ship, set them down.
I enjoyed the idea of you trying that on just a commoner, and you fling them and grab them, and they just rip. They just tear apart as you grab them.
Man, I love that episode of Invincible.
It's like a.
Well, yeah, it's literally the slam. The slam. They just pop.
I picture Shay just observes that and takes notes. All right, we're on to something.
I'm getting closer.
Make money breaking backs.
Good thing they signed that contract.
And Carolina goes to the portal, pops it, and it just disappears. It closes. You can see the lieutenants of Jahabal, who you have killed once before. These individuals, if I can grab them. These individuals were getting ready to run through the portal, and she just bonks the portal, and it fizzles out.
Man, I would have really loved if like one of them got halfway. And it
Just got cut in half. Roll a d20 for me. If you get a 19 or a 20, that might happen.
Come on.
Get in that.
One less difficulty spike.
Roll a d4 for me.
Which direction to get cut?
No, which one it is.
Oh.
2. 3. It's the
Yeah,
lycanthrope.
fuck that guy.
The one that assassinated you last time.
Yep.
The one
I
who,
look at it
when
as the portal closes and his eyes go wide open and his body's out there, flip him off as he falls.
yeah, so he's like half jumping through. His front half up to his waist is like diving through, and it fizzles out. He's looking right at you, and he just, you hear the like anime sound of a sword whip as he just is cut in half by the portal closing. The body begins flying towards the ship, and as it hits, it just disintegrates into ash.
Beautiful.
Fuck that guy. Okay, everybody. Gather around. We all need some healing.
Yeah.
Everybody gets 40.
And have a think about what you're gonna do with the Celestia thing. I'm just gonna go to the toilet.
Well, we gotta get news back first.
Oh, I gotta plus 40 on. I gotta.
But yeah, we'll probably send you three. Because I'm not setting foot there.
Yeah, you can't really set foot there without getting in a bit of trouble.
Yeah.
I imagine.
And I'm that type of person where they'll, instead of just killing me straight away, they'll start bringing me up further up the damn mountain, which will slowly
Make you
turn
more good.
Yep, which will take away a lot of my powers.
We don't want that.
No, we do not want that. I'm pretty sure you guys were, or at least River's going to have a grand old time there. They're going to be bringing cakes and everything for you. Also, probably Yaz as well. Are you good or neutral? I mean, lawful good or neutral?
Chaotic good I am, yeah.
Okay, yeah. Hopefully we don't get brought up the mountain.
This is great.
Yeah, I really don't want to go up that mountain though. I don't want to be neutral good.
I will go all the way up that mountain. Watch me.
I'll climb it.
I'll climb it myself for my own fun.
You may be chaotic good, but you very much act like you're neutral good. Like, you're just perfectly fine.
I'm just here for the good times. I just vibe with the group.
Ridden the plains of evil, you know, and just having a good time.
Having a good time.
Good time, having a good time.
So we
Reason
need to
I'm
find a
chaotic
lawyer.
Reason I'm chaotic neutral is because I've got to be able to write down everything I see and then distribute it without
Worrying about the
doing-
repercussions.
Yeah. If I started doing
I'm back.
just the good stuff, I would be more good, so it would take away my objectivity.
Yep.
You gotta get the big one.
I have big one, and I got a small one.
Jesus Christ, Darren. What is that?
It's Frumpkin. It's the cat from Critical Role.
Of course it is. Everything's pretty blurry, so I just see like a
I'm waiting for it to
D20
focus.
shape. It's like a D20 shape. Okay, I see the Critical Role logo. I see it, Darren. I can see it.
Focus.
We can tell what it is. We can.
I have a real life one.
Frumpkin.
Yeah, we're really-
Whoa! Is that a Frumpkin? They made Frumpkins real?
I
Yeah,
wasn't
look
aware
at
of this update.
Yes, orange cats are.
But they have an AU store, So I got that. and I have the gay shirt, and let me show you the best thing.
I got an Anjanath plushie that I beat the shit out of.
I have best boy. I have the gay.
Oh, nice.
I have the gay.
It can't be best boy. He
You
needs
have
to
to-
be BEG.
Shh.
Yeah, that's one.
He's both.
He's not both. The other one's dead.
What?
Spoilers.
Yeah, you fucking offended the bot by spoiling the best.
How was that? How was that spoilers? That was like episode 20.
And stop!
Rubio had in the first campaign. That's what happened.
Yeah, it was a very good last 7-hour-long episode. It was very worth watching.
I keep
Yes.
reading
At
Raven
some
Law.
point, I'll finish up campaign. I'll move on to campaign 2.
One day,
Keep reading Raven
Did it have
Law
one
as
day?
Hayloft, and it's really confusing me.
get help.
Did it have somebody doing the most badass thing ever by just moving closer, and then the BBEG wondering why they're moving closer, and then they just
That was-
smell a
yeah.
little-
Like, we joke about them not knowing how to play the game, but that was massive brain. The ending of campaign 1,
Yeah, like even Matt was surprised. At that.
he has an amazingly big brain.
Yeah, it's like, why is Squishy moving closer to the
Something not super smart happened, but super lucky happened. There was an amazing roll. Someone rolled Divine Intervention. I'll say that.
Oh shit.
Oh.
And it was like
Have you guys actually?
the last chance. It was the last way to do something. And they actually rolled it.
I bet there was lots of hogs all around.
And you can probably guess who it was. The person who always rolls good.
Well, always rolls good. He either rolls absolutely batshit
yeah.
insane or batshit terrible.
Like you, Lee.
Yeah.
It was our boy. It was Dead Person T. But I have a sticker for each of
See
them.
Who his next character is.
I double checked my character sheet. I actually have chaotic neutral, so I'll probably sit behind.
Yep. That would be a good idea.
I'll miss them out.
Unless you want to go. Unless you want to get closer to good.
I mean,
When I
you're-
go, I'll miss out.
you've been playing chaotic good, basically.
You can change it to
Yeah.
chaotic good if you want. It doesn't
I'm
matter.
pretty
Yeah.
sure just by accepting the god that you have, that
You
pretty
have
much
to.
already makes
A lo-
you-
To me,
Yeah.
alignment doesn't.
Considering who Desmond is, yeah, I'll go ahead and swap that over. Sweet.
Yeah.
I'm going on the field trip.
For me, alignment doesn't become solid until you have to go to one of these
Somewhere
types of
like this.
lanes. Until it
Or you have-
becomes important, then you have to properly set where you are.
Yeah.
or have powers like I do,
Yeah.
where I have to properly set it.
And Yaz does definitely veer more toward chaotic good. I'd say probably if she wasn't, she'd go there as an excuse to shift her alignment.
Oh, Anthony, I ordered those socks. I'm waiting for them.
Oh, nice.
It's the same design as the gay shirt.
Yeah, I see. I know. You know
Plus,
how I am with
the
socks,
new-
I love socks.
The new
I should-
Pride
I should
shirt
worn
is very
my,
good. The gay shirt? You have one of these, don't you?
Victoria Snake.
I know you have a lot of Critical Role.
No, I have.
We-
I have the first campaign. I have Gilmore's Glorious.
Ah, nice. Yeah, we wore the same shirt, I think, last session. I remember looking back at the VOD, and it was the exact same shirt.
Oh, I'll have to double check that.
Is anybody
Aaron
watching?
sounded
your
like an
stream
actual
right
streamer.
Hmm?
now? Anybody watching your stream right now?
I don't know. I just start it and then leave it.
No,
Nope.
nobody's watching. I'm watching now.
He pays attention to shit. He has to corral our asses.
Yeah.
I only have it for evidence, so Anthony can't gaslight me like he tried.
That's the guy who literally tried to gaslight
Okay.
me earlier this game. Okay.
That wasn't gaslighting.
Look, I'm fine with you changing the rules or.
I will go back in my notes if you want, but I am
That's fine.
100%
But
sure
you
I said that.
You never told us that.
Okay,
You may
I
have
wrote it
come up
down.
with it,
I'm
but
sorry
you
if I
never
didn't tell you. I can check if I ever said it in a recording, but I don't think we were recording properly by then. I think we only started properly recording streaming after you left Cohesion.
If only we had an artist
Yeah.
in the group that could fucking talk about our campaigns. The time my buddies did a war crime while I sat around and didn't do anything about it. Because I didn't know it was happening.
I was complicit in a crime I didn't know was
I was
existing.
posting on Robot Boy.
Yeah. The second time my party committed a war crime and I didn't know anything about it until after it happened.
Man, if only Lorpo's character was still alive.
He's currently dead in the morgues under the ship. In the ship's
Yeah.
morgue.
Okay, so does the bird get back in Crimson?
So after about half an hour, the
Oh, you were wearing the same shirt.
yeah. After about half an hour, the bird, Gerald, appears. Just, he seems to be flying, like, from the distance towards you,
Just flies in.
and swoops down and sort of tumbles as he does. He seems quite exhausted, and just has in his mouth a branch, and just drops it down and then lies on their side.
Oh, go bird.
And give them scritches.
Yeah.
Give him scritches, put him in the hood. You know.
And you have a stick that seems to be able to be used as a what are they called again?
Front trip.
No, divining rod,
Oh.
attuned to Mount Celestia. So who's going?
Me, River, and Yaz.
Me.
Okay, River, what is your alignment?
I think it's real good the last time I checked.
Neutral good?
Can't be lawful good. She spits on her enemies. Come on now.
Come on, that can be lawful good.
It's divine spit though. It actually heals him slightly before she kills him.
No, it's wait, let me get the clip.
Oh Jesus Christ.
Dimension 20 spit. God, I love this search. Dimension 20 gay spit. That's my search on YouTube to find this.
It makes you gay when you spit on him.
Ali plays a ex-Catholic type cleric, and they spit on a Catholic like coach, and their spit does damage because the coach is homophobic and they're a raging queer. So your spit does damage to any homophobe. Okay. So yeah, you have a divining rod to get to Mount Celestia.
Is there anything that your bird wants us to tell us about this, Shy?
The Gerald comes out of the hood, still very exhausted, and just says,
Oh, goes back in the hood.
and then collapses back in the hood. That's it.
Oh shit. Oh fuck. Oh no.
Okay, well,
Okay, so it's going to be quick drop. If we don't make it back. Oof.
yeah, if you don't make it back, I'm not coming for you. Have fun.
We don't make it back. I'm just having a grand old time. Don't mind me.
Yeah.
We'll either come back like normal or we'll come back like saints.
Okay, so you get in a circle, holding hands. What are you casting, Anthony? I need you to say what you're casting.
Fuck, I have to cast it.
Yeah,
I'm casting Void Stride,
yeah. Nice, nice, nice.
because that's the only thing I have to teleport.
It is
at.
indeed. We're casting the Void spell.
To get to
Roll a
Mount
D100
Celestia.
for me. To try and use Void Magic to get into Mount Celestia.
Got it.
95, bitch.
Yeah, okay.
Let me in. Let me in.
Roll a D6.
Fuck.
The higher the better.
That's 2.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, fuck that.
So, you concentrate on the branch, which just hovers in the middle of the three of you as you're in a circle holding hands. And as it hovers there, you see it begins moving, and it moves above you a couple of feet and just hovers in place as if it's a stick on a tree, as if it's an actual branch on a tree. And then you see a tree begin to appear from it, as if an environment is loading around you. And you all, the rest of you see 3 of them just disappear, but you 3 see this canopy that you're appearing in start almost rendering around you. And after a few moments, you are fully in a canopy about 100 feet off the ground on Mount Celestia. Whoever wants to can roll perception for me.
Oh god, don't tell me we're at the top.
1, 2,
That's 19,
3,
27.
4, 5, 6. 1, 2.
51.
Oh no!
You're high.
No.
Yeah, so with above 50, you look around for a moment, and you're not only high up in this tree, but you look down the hill. You are quite high up. Each of you move 1 step closer to lawful good.
I'm neutral good.
Oh boy. Stop from that.
Lawful good becomes lawful gooder.
So if you're neutral good, you move to lawful good. That doesn't need to
Okay.
massively affect you. Like, I'd say play a bit more to that, but I don't enforce alignment too much. It'll mainly come to stuff like this. If you want to go to the Abyss or Hell, you'll be like a beacon. If you want to go back to Mount Celestia, it'll be a lot easier. If there's a spell that targets lawful or good characters, it'll target you. Stuff like that. I won't enforce it too much roleplay-wise, but you can take it into account. And as you appear, Lusky begins writhing on you, wiggling and shouting, muffled by the gag.
You can set him
You
down,
just
River. You
wanna
can't do
drop
anything
it
here.
Oh,
All right. Yeah.
You are currently all standing on a large branch, like 10 foot across. These are massive
we can
trees.
get him on the ground, and then we go.
Yeah. So I take the gag off. Okay, what have you been trying to say this entire time, fucker?
He says something like, Charisma, these random,
He's speaking in tongues.
arcane phrases. You can tell he's trying to cast something. And he casts the verbal components of a spell, and nothing happens. And he
He needs to stand.
continues shouting these verbal components to a spell.
Can I spellcraft it, or do I need Arcana for it?
You can tell he is still casting harm. He doesn't need his hands. He's still casting
Oh.
it. He's using meta magic, and it's not working. You know how you can silent cast something by only doing somatic? He's still casting it. He doesn't need somatic components, and it's not
Okay,
working.
so he's been cut off, essentially. Okay, so this is where we're gonna leave you. You're gonna have fun here.
He bites his
You're-
tongue to attempt to kill himself. He doesn't want to be here.
Too bad. You're gonna stay here, and I fucking heal him up a little bit. And I take his tongue and I throw it off the fucking tree.
Okay.
You're gonna die here. You're not gonna kill yourself. You're gonna be hunted, killed like a dog you are.
Okay.
This is your punishment for everything you've done. This is what you deserve. Maybe if you get reincarnated, if you believe in that, or whatever happens after we die, you'll actually come back, and you'll still be a piece of shit, and you'll die again like this. Goodbye, and then we all leave.
Okay. Roll a D100.
Alright.
Oh god. And now we all go to fucking hell.
You went too far with it.
We actually go down one step again.
Yeah, you're now fucking true neutral. You go towards you go towards chaotic evil. You're now all lawful neutral. Sorry, neutral, true neutral. Give me one sec.
Oh yeah, before we all go, I do shout, I have a hunt for you! Come and get it! And then I do that spell.
You hear in your head the shepherd say, interesting choice, as you teleport away. You all see coming towards you.
Going to
What's that? You all see coming towards you one of, if I can find a picture. Where the fuck is it? I had it saved.
I'm waiting in eager anticipation.
I am too. I don't know what he's throwing at us, and I am terrified.
There
It's
we are.
actually fucking, it's the thing that we just killed. Thakoroth.
Yeah, you see Thekkelroth, he came here instead. And this is now his
He's a
plane.
really chill guy once you get to know him.
You see a about 200-foot long dragon
Oh,
flying down in your direction as you teleport away.
Platinum
that's
Dragon?
that's the red dragon.
Platinum definitely.
It
Could be
isn't
red.
a chromatic.
Dragon
It is
red?
not. It is not a chromatic dragon.
It's a metallic dragon.
It can't be chromatic. Or
So,
evil.
bronze
Well,
dragon?
not necessarily evil, but
It's not a normal type of dragon. It's one specifically celestial.
brass.
You're
Friend?
iridescent.
New friend? New
New
Gerald?
Not new friend. We can run away now. Don't think he wants to be friends with us. He'll probably be friends with River over there. Maybe.
And you teleport away. What did you roll? A 45.
45.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
You each take 22 points of damage as you appear back on the ship, and there's this burst of thunder that just rains down on you for a moment as you appear. And you're back on the ship.
Build everybody in. Oh,
The three of you are going to get some bonuses that I will write between sessions.
great. Celestia's blessing. That was a fairly eventful day.
22.
Where is our next stop, Shay?
It's pretty much everywhere.
Give me my token so I don't have to do math.
Hmm?
Tokens right here.
While they're doing all that, I'm going to go into the library.
You don't have any plane shifts left.
I thought I didn't have to have a plane shift to go into that library. I just
Oh,
opened up the door.
that one.
door.
Sorry, I thought you meant like your personal,
No.
the one back at home. Yeah, you go downstairs and you go into the. I have to make an.
Archive?
Yeah, I have to make a new name for it. My own version of it.
Archive.
No, that's too close. But you go into the library. I'm gonna make a distinct version of it, so I'm not just
Okay.
stealing.
Being as I know that this is a force that is inhabiting my body, I'm going to look up whatever you want to call the genie force that we came up with. See what information I can find about it.
Specifically, the are you trying to look up the like spell casting? What do you mean? The force?
Well, like how okay, so we came up with the idea to basically have it be basically like the Phoenix Force. I'm just
Oh.
going to research.
Okay.
Yeah.
I would say you have a look around at some information about genies having some sort of force like that, and you come to the end thought that it's not originating from the genie magic, it's originating from your growing connection with Lou. Lug? How do you say his name?
Lou. It's Lou.
Lou.
L-U-G-H. Lou.
It's your growing connection with Lou is giving you that sort of power.
Can I see if I can find any information about how that might work? Not necessarily this exact situation, because this seems like it would be a very specific situation. Like, see if there's anything that happened to anybody else or something like that that's been
Yeah.
documented.
You find accounts of people who have a similar thing where they become an avatar for a god, and it usually consumes them. So you have to like get to a point where the power's good, but any further is gonna consume you. And with your knowledge, doing some research, you're probably able to determine when that point will be.
Okay.
So you can push yourself and advance that, but if you wish to go over that point, it will consume you.
Then I have to get beat down by the X-Men.
Then you become Lou.
Yeah. I have to get beat down by the X-Men. So
Yeah.
rid the force of them, and then, just accidentally kill the,
Oh, spoilers.
one of my two lovers,
Spoilers for a decade-old movie, come on.
Well, it's not even a decade-old movie.
Oh, the
that
comics.
comic series is like 30 years old now.
Yeah, it didn't exist. If it's older than me, it doesn't exist. Okay. So you have that research done. You're back from Mount Celestia. Are we teleporting somewhere now or having a sleep?
Oh, you haven't slept. I've burned all my
yeah.
spell
So
slots.
we can get all our shit back.
Yep.
Oh,
Yeah.
and also while I'm in there, I'm going to look up epic level lawyers, see if any of them are still alive.
I dislike you. Just roll a d20. Okay.
It's all those bad rolls for the banishment casts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Roll 20 is like we feel
Now,
bad for you
Kurt,
now.
roll 21 last session.
Yeah.
Lawyers.
Like it's just a picture with a guy in a mask with 2 shields.
Lawyers. Okay.
I heard that.
So I guess Andy's not paying any attention to us right now.
Sick fuck. He's very busy.
Well, of course he is. Sandpoint's always under attack.
It is. It really is.
My favorite joke you've made so far. It's like, so does anybody have any military?
Dude, I was
Right,
ready
you're
for
on.
that joke.
Just-
Anybody have any military background? 2 people raise their hand. Anybody have any offensive military background? And they both put their hands down. Because both those- Both those characters are places that they are in charge of are always getting attacked.
I'll be back in 1 second.
People, they're just trying to survive. Dude, I've been waiting to make that joke for like months. I have no idea.
No, money down! Exclamation point.
Money down. He's the best.
This
lawyer.
bar certification should be here.
Shouldn't have the bar certification either. No contingency. No, money down.
Money down.
Okay. So, I have thought about it, Lee. You...
Did it hurt?
It hurts so very much. You're making me think of things I don't want to think of. You do find a couple of profiles of lawyers that you could reach out to. One of them is a planeswalker who went missing quite a while ago, who you could try and find by the name of...
Let's just go to Sandpoint.
Norton, Norton, Norton Edge. Very edgy name, Norton Edge. And the other one, and this is like a very, very old person. They disappeared quite a while ago, but they were the best lawyer of the time. And then a more recent one of someone who is actually alive is of Maya, M-A-I-A, Crawford. M-A-I-A. Maya.
I thought I did that.
Oh, good.
But apparently I backspace too much.
So you have Maya Crawford as well, who is a very, very, very rich lawyer currently living at the north of the Sword Coast, up near the glaciers.
North of the Sword Coast, is that what you said?
Yep. So she lives on the Sword Coast, but way up north of that map, near the glacier.
Okay.
And it gives you a location of one of her offices in Waterdeep. That's the main way to contact her. No one knows where she lives exactly up north, but she is a very good lawyer.
So give me any information about her, like looking to prove herself beyond a shadow of a doubt.
What do you mean exactly?
Well, I mean, this would be the case of a fucking century.
Oh, she doesn't seem to have, like, a strong desire to pick up this sort of case. She seems to have done a few decades in law, made her money, and now she just establishes a bunch of libraries across the Sword Coast.
Okay.
But, like, she was the best of her time, and no one has, like, beat her, whatever record it would be, of cases won.
We also have one more option. Daniel Webster.
Oh my god.
Of Merriam-Webster fame?
No, not Merriam-Webster fame. This is there's a book called The Devil and Daniel Webster, where he beats the devil in a law contest to win the soul back for somebody.
We're getting Sniper Shield before we get that guy.
But why? He beat the devil. He beat Asmodeus at his own game. Come on now.
Please. You were
There is also
do this.
there is also a Prince of the Abyss who beat Asmodeus. You can always employ them. I forget which one it was, but I know one of them beat. I think it's the Frozen dude beat Asmodeus, and
that's why
then
he's
Asmodeus said "fuck off" and froze them.
That's why he's frozen.
So you have some contact for Maya, but Norton is
Where's North's
probably
last
better,
location?
but they went.
Feelers out for both of them?
Yeah, if you want to spend some gold, you can employ some people to try and get in contact with them.
Yeah, we'll spend the gold on the Sword Coast to try and get in touch with get into talks with Maya.
Okay.
And we'll look up the last known location of Norton Edge and see if we can find him, because sounds like he may have been on a spot that got taken to Kakishan, being as he's a planeswalker, and he just disappeared some decades ago.
Okay.
Intent nudge nudge. Turns out he's Nexus personal lawyer. We'll spend some gold to get some feelers
How much?
out for-
The more you spend, the better the feelers. How much are you hoping to spend? All up.
Alright, so this is Sword Coast money? Which 1,000 gold is a lot of money there, right?
Yeah, it fluctuates. Like it's the same as everywhere else for an item. If you know what I mean.
1,000 gold
Like
still a lot
the
of
currency, yeah, to a normal person, it's a lot. Hiring wise,
Or information broker at that point, I guess, is what we would be looking for, really.
if you're hoping to employ like the best of the best, because you're not currently on the Sword Coast, you don't have any plane shifting. You're in the
I
library.
mean, we do have plane shifting. We have a fucking...
Yeah, you have Anthony.
and a boat.
Got a boat. I can ride a boat.
I'll say in the archive, you're able to find some people, without talking, of course, because you're not allowed to talk, but going around and just writing to people. You find some that will do it. 100 gold is the minimum, and then it goes up to 500 for a good search, and 5,000, and they'll risk their life.
What can I get for 1,000? I write down.
1,000 will get you definite contact with Maya. 5,000 will get you someone dedicating, like, a possible death to trying to find Norton. It's just because he disappeared, that's going to be a lot harder to find. Whereas Maya, 1,000 gold, they will get you in contact with her.
Alright, I'll put 1,000 of my gold down.
Okay.
And we still have... We gave that
Yeah,
guy
like
15,
use
right?
these gold bars. What?
Yeah, you gave 15, so you still have 16. Oh, no, sorry. 20... No. It was 36.
30. It was 33.
33.
So 15 and
We
15.
have
18.
Wait, let
17,
me check what I rolled. I thought it was 36. No, 33. Sorry, you're right.
You're trying to-
It was 33.
So we have
I'll take 36.
Yeah, Yeah, I'll put the
Bump it up to 36
1,000
because I said it. We'll make it canon.
Okay.
So it was 36
I'll,
instead of 33.
Yeah, I'll
How
put
much
down
money
the
do you get?
1,000 of my gold, and then I'll give the 5 gold bars to the other person.
Okay.
How many gold bars do we have? I hate this math
So
question.
minus 2 gold bars.
That's 2 gold bars. Okay. So we have fucking. Okay, 15 away, so 17. So we
16,000.
still have.
We'll say you have 17 gold bars left. 17 grand.
Okay.
Okay, that's fine.
17. Okay.
That's what I had written the first. Okay.
It works.
Worked out all in the end.
We're at the level where we can pay fast and loose with gold now.
Yep.
Yeah, basically.
And if we run
Let me
out, we
have
just
this and
always
I'll
go find a dragon and go get more.
If you run out, Yaz has plenty. Don't worry about it.
Give me this item and it's an IOU from a good adventurer.
Yeah.
It has a lot of massive IOUs
mean, I
and
can-
massive
I-
debt.
Yeah, I can always just fucking craft more items. Make a lot of money.
That's true.
Of course, I think at that point in time it costs 3/4 and only get a quarter back or something like that. I don't really. How does selling magic items that you crafted go, Andy?
Sorry, what?
Okay, so say I wanted to make some money by crafting some items.
I wouldn't try to do that. I think it's weird.
Okay.
It's not Pog.
I think it's a lot of crunch for not much return, if you know what I mean.
I
Yeah,
believe
that's
the
what I
advice in the Dungeon Master Guide of Pathfinder says to turn it into a tycoon game to discourage your players from attempting to do too much.
Okay. Well, that makes sense. So what you're saying is we should get some ladders.
Oh no.
Like just give as much crunch as possible so that it becomes too inconvenient, but then you can make it so it's easier to kill monsters to make money instead.
Yeah. Okay.
As it turns out, running a small business is actually a lot of work. If you actually want to make money, that is.
Why run a small business when you can work for the goddess of bureaucracy?
Oh, we're not on that plane.
Well, not yet.
Yet you say.
Shay goes there to hide for Carolina. After the campaign, Shay goes there to hide from Carolina.
Uh oh.
That's true. She would never go there.
Exactly.
Why?
Especially now that the party have took the scotch.
Is there a straight edge plane?
The scotch is a scotch, but the mystery box could be anything.
Is there a
Maybe
what?
Scotch. You know how much we want in one of those.
A straight edge plane, like no drugs, no alcohol, no nothing.
Well, she's not gonna show up now. There's nothing left. There's no reason for her to go there anymore.
Yeah.
Some
Like any
narc probably
any
has
desire.
made that as a demi-plane. Some narc
That'd be
wizard.
Carolina's hell.
Yeah, that's the law plane. Come on now.
Lol.
Okay.
Just no not allowed.
This entire campaign is drug and delusion that she had one night.
Okay. So you go back home and everyone is able to have a long sleep. One night's rest.
Back up to 25. I am a dolphin, I'm digging a hole.
Pug.
Diggy diggy hole.
Okay.
Diggy diggy hole. Do I get a message from Callie?
You do not yet get a message from Kelly. I do have that written down, don't worry. So, when you all wake up,
When I wake up, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to send coordinates to the guy, the Space Marine guy. I'm going to do that every day that we go somewhere, or anytime we go somewhere else.
you're just telling him where you are.
Yeah, because I
Okay.
told him I would let him know where we were, just in case we weren't able to get back in time.
Okay. As you
Blowing
all wake
the
up
stone.
and you're beginning to get ready for the day, you each hear simultaneously a knock on your door. All at once. As if the same knock is happening on each of your doors.
Goes up to the door with white phosphorescent water in my hand, like, what is it? Who is it?
No response.
I have built-in pertinent, just like ready. And I opened the door.
Opens door with arm. Who is it?
So you open your doors, and the hallway is empty. You see down the end of the hallway, however, like you've got your hallway, and down one end are the stairs that go up to the upper decks and stairs that go down into the engine. At the other end of the hallway is the common area, and you see a figure standing in the middle of the common area looking down the hallway to you all.
I swear to God, don't tell me.
It's Seda with a nuke.
Nah.
You see
Payback, bitch.
a woman, human woman, maybe in her 50s, looking down to you all, and sort of clears her throat and waves for you all to come towards her. And she says, you requested a meeting?
Oh, okay. Put the white bombers in the water bag and like just walk down there naked because I don't care.
She doesn't
Oh,
seem to have any
sorry.
reaction.
I let go of the spell. Like I'd cancel it.
Fizzles out.
So I'm gonna guess you're Maya.
Indeed. Good deduction.
That was a whole lot quicker than I thought it was going to be. Man, these
Well.
information brokers are really good in the archive.
I heard a group of, well, endowed, I'd say, adventurers were
Well,
looking
thank you, but they're
for
on
some
Girl
help.
Cups.
So, and she waves for you all to come, and she takes a seat in the common area.
Pulls out a briefcase, opens it up.
Yeah, 6 to
Did you call her Shay?
Well, I put out some feelers.
That was pretty quick then. I don't know
Yeah, it was really quick. Really didn't expect it to be the next morning, but it's fine. Open up my briefcase and it's just breakfast.
breakfast.
Alright, so
Okay.
we've got a whole
Think House of Powers 3's gold member. And do you want a waffle and a bong? What about pancake and a joint?
pancake and a joint. Smoking a pancake? Or smoking a flapjack? So I start doing that, pull out another briefcase. I'm like, alright, so we've got a whole situation going on here. As you can see, this level of technology that you're on, I don't know if you've been up at the top yet.
I've had a good enough look.
Okay, so you can see it's really high technology, and allegedly, it was acquired through.
It was stolen about 8 months ago from Kaladesh, yes.
Yes, allegedly, it was acquired through. Let's just call.
If I'm to be your lawyer, you do not have to lie to me. I'd prefer to know if I'm lying or not.
Yeah, no, it was completely fucking stolen. We're pretty sure. I don't know. Captain is still asleep. She's the one that did it. So, her
You
and
have
everybody
plausible
on this.
deniability.
Yeah, her and everybody on this ship, except on the whole crew. Well, the skeleton crew, I guess you would say, are all wanted by that specific organization that this was taken from.
Let me just get the name. I've got
We just
Kiara.
kind of don't want our companions to be put to death.
Yeah.
Let me just grab the name. Companies. Celeste is the company they stole from. So you're saying that Celeste is trying to prosecute the thieves, specifically the captain and an engineer?
Yes. It is. They've sent quite a few hitmen after us so far.
Do we have a trial date?
Well, 11 days? 11 days, right? That's how long the
11
trial-
days.
11 days?
11 days.
That's when we're supposed to be back in fucking Kakisha. what, Kaladesh.
That's when our what's it called, bail ends.
Okay.
Yeah. We kind of
They're bail.
bribed the hitmen to give us a little bit of time.
I heard the engine was getting warmed up. Where are you heading? Your plane traveling, shifting, whatever, sometime soon. Where are you heading?
Where were we heading? I think we were... Well, actually, we thought we were going to have to go meet you at some point in time, so we were going to pop by the Sword Coast. But our main goal, which if we had a little bit more time, we would be able to go to Zendikar and do a thing we have to take care of there, but I don't know if 12 days or 11 days is going to give us enough time to take care of that.
Oh, don't worry, I can make sure it will be enough time. I'll get in contact with the representative of Celeste and make sure we have a proper date set.
Okay. We've also put out feelers for Norton Edge, if you've ever worked with him before.
I have?
So, okay, so maybe we can get some co-counsel from him or something like that. How much?
I don't know if that will be possible.
Yeah, it's kind of disappeared.
Yeah, I don't think he's really doing his
decades
job
ago.
these days.
I didn't think so either, but you know, we've always got the one guy that's looking for them. So,
And so you said you were going to Zendikar. What are you all going there for?
alright, being as you live on the Prime Material Plane, I'm sure you've heard about the Island of Dead that appeared there, and the destruction that's going on across the continent from you.
What of it?
We're trying to fix that. So we need to go get some special items to craft weapons to...
And so why are you
Basically-
going to Zendikar? What are you getting
that's
from
what
there?
one of the items, the Soulstone, particularly.
Where on Zendikar are you heading?
The wastes, that's where the Olikins are, right?
Yes.
Okay, we're heading to the waste. We don't necessarily know exactly where in the waste, we just know they teleport around the waste. We're going to the Olikins mansion to see if we can figure out a way to get the stone.
Okay.
Which is probably going to be this is just basically an overglorified fetch quest where we're probably going to either have to fight them all or do something for them. So,
Okay.
hopefully
I
the second one.
I will get
It's
into
actually-
contact with Celeste, a representative of whatever lawyer they currently employ, and get the beginnings of this trial cleaned up and a proper date set.
Alright, and how much is, if I may ask, how much are you going to...
I would
for
like
this?
to charge nothing but a very simple favor. You said you were going to Zendikar, specifically to the Waste.
Yes.
Have you done much in the guts of Zendikar, down below?
We've done a little bit in the guts, I believe, right, Darren?
Mhm.
Yeah, we've done a little bit. We
Wait.
kind of, I guess you could say we freed an entire kingdom of Drow from a even more evil overlord.
Then you would know that... Or have you encountered any of the Mind Flayers under Zendikar? They have a sort of
No, we encountered
kingdom.
more, what's it called?
Aberrations?
Aberrations, beholders, stuff
Hmm.
like that. We haven't encountered any. Well, we have encountered mind flayers, but not under there.
Well, there is a group, I would say, a sort of hive under Zendikar that are run by an observer, I believe they are called.
Oh, Jesus, that good idea.
Specifically,
Yeah, not him.
There is a town to the far west of Zendikar called Kirk. Kirk. This
Oh,
town,
fuck, I fucked it up. Where?
this town
Bring it back up. Okay.
is directly above one of the capitals that I believe the Observer runs. A thief that I know of stole something quite dear to me. It has a lot of familial value. If you can retrieve it from Kirk, no questions asked, I'll do this for free. It is, below Kirk, in whatever city
Yes.
they're in.
Alright, so we can't blow it up.
I believe she travelled to Kirk and fled underground.
Alright. You want the thief dead by any chance, or you just want the item back?
It depends what state she is in. If you wish to kill her, you can. Actually, if you can bring her back, that would be great. Don't let her speak.
Retribution, that's fine. Alright. The only question is, can you let us know what item or what it looks like? You don't even have to tell us what it is. Well, you do. It got not like.
I'll get a description. Anthony, what? $3.99? What?
$3.99.
Was ist das?
It's $3.99?
Was ist das?
I came in and you were saying we'll do it for free. And
Ah, okay. Maya will defend you for free. You just have to retrieve something from a city under Kirk.
so quid pro quo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a Mind Flare Empire
mean
run
pro
by
bono?
the Observer. Same thing, you know.
No, it's not.
It's
Pro quo is,
it's
like,
a
usually
phrase.
tied to sexual
I
harassment,
know!
something like that.
I mean, to be completely fair, Shay is sitting there naked.
In the nude, had white phosphorus in our hands.
So, she says, yes, just don't interact with it, please. It is a dear familial possession. I don't want any damage coming to it.
Completely understandable. We'll go in the bag of holding as soon as we find it. Won't even touch it with my fingers. Just scoop it up with the bag of holding and let you pull it out. If it can go in the bag of holding.
You see,
Apparently
as
there's a lot of
yeah,
things
you
in
say
this
as you say that, she sort of thinks for a moment and says, that should be fine. Here, I'll give you my own, just so it doesn't have to
box.
possibly be damaged by anything in yours.
Yeah, there's kind of a lot of stuff in there.
And she takes a sort of Hessian bag she's holding, she's had around her shoulder, and she takes out a smaller Hessian bag and places it in front of her. It's a small bag of holding. It'll easily fit the book.
Handy haversack.
Indeed. And she describes to you, so the book is called The Recreation of a Swan. It is bound in marble. Normal size, quite heavy.
I imagine so if it's bound in marble.
I would ask that you do not disturb it. Its binding is quite delicate. I don't want it broken.
It's made out of marble. I can understand that. So, yeah, I can do that for you. We shall get it done.
Okay.
Do you need this on any time frame, or?
I will have a better time frame after meeting with the lawyers of Celeste.
Okay.
I'm guessing about a month. Should
Alright,
be.
so yeah, with a month we should be able to head there first pretty easily, and then pick that up, get it to you.
You should
go
be able to
take care
deal
of
with
what
whatever
else.
you already wanted to do, the
Oh, okay.
vampires you spoke of.
And then we don't ever have to go back to Zendikar. Hopefully. God, I hate that place.
Hey,
I know,
No.
you're from there. That's
Oh.
one of the main
Hence.
reasons I hate it. Ooh, we can't pin anymore, can we?
Well, we got 50.
You have D&D.
No, we can't.
It's full? Oh, okay. The
Probably
recreation...
get rid of some of this shit.
The
We actually
recreation of a
put ID in here.
swan...
Yeah, we need to.
Yeah, you can get rid of old stuff.
Don't
We can't get rid of
What's his
the White Court estate. We can't get rid of our home. In remembrance of the massacre.
Oh god, have we deleted Saltmarsh yet? I think I did.
No, there's just marsh items up there.
Yeah, that's there. I think I deleted... Yeah, I deleted the roll.
Thoughts
Okay.
of Saltmarsh.
Because that hadn't been played in, like, over a year, so I deleted it.
I don't even know if that guy's still in the...
He is!
Oh, is he?
Yeah, he just
Worm?
hasn't spoken in, like, a year.
We'll leave the 5e game up.
Yeah, for memories.
Yeah. The massacre of little big oops.
Uh-oh, Stinky.
He's not chaotic evil, he's just an idiot.
Memories.
That is...
I'll be back in a minute. You guys have a think about where you're gonna teleport to. But yeah,
Okay.
she wants the recreation of a swan, which is a book bound in marble. It is in a city under Kirk. It is run by, or it seems to be a part of the hive that is run by the Observer, who I'll remind you is one of the people on the list you have.
Yeah, that's the guy that
Wait, he
ate.
has a soulstone?
Yeah.
You've heard the Observer, you've seen the Observer in one of your notes, in one of the letters you found.
Oh, we already know who it is. Like,
Yeah, you've heard. You've met. Yeah, you've heard him also referred to as Orbis.
Yeah. Okay. I thought that was already marked off, but...
Did she give us anything to better locate the object, or no? Like, so we can cast.
I'll have a
locate
think
object?
about that in a minute. When I get back.
Okay.
Table, turn this into a fucking table.
I'm gonna unpin just the SRD link because I think we all know what the SRD is at this point. It's been 2 years. Yeah, it's been exactly 2 years since, or almost exactly 2 years since Andy posted that.
Yeah. I just want to be 18 years old so I can cream pie a girl's farm. What? Okay. I just want to be 18 years old and be cream pied at a farm. Fuck. Fuck is trad? Traditional. Okay. I just want a girl that makes me a cream pie. Fuck this shit. I just want a girl without a dick, please. Or with one. I ain't picky.
I'm not asking for much.
Better drink your drink and shut your mouth.
Lee.
Hmm.
What's happening? Where did Daza go?
Mm.
See.
I am back. Sorry about that. Okay. So, locating. Do you ask her something about locating it, Anthony? Shaman?
Yeah. To make this easier on, I guess, the both of us and getting this as quickly as possible. Do you have anything that came from the book or would help us, like, in magically finding it, like, with it, to make it easier to use cast locate object or something like that?
She takes out, she's been holding a book while speaking with you, like, just under her arm, closed, and she says, let me check, and she takes it out and holds it up and flicks through a few pages. Says, oh, yes, and she takes out from it and holds to you a ponytail and says, some of her hair, the thief's hair. Should be able to track her. Ponytail.
The thief. Okay.
And she says that should be
Okay.
possible to be tracked by whatever magic you have.
Joe has glasses like that.
Yep.
He's got lights on his fingers.
Thank you.
Alright, well, we'll get to it.
Okay, just one
Yep.
sec. Okay, I will get back to you as soon as I have come in contact with the lawyers and any representatives from Celeste. It'll be good working with you. Let me know as soon as you find my heirloom.
Will do.
She closes her book and begins walking to the... she begins walking down the hallway and turns around and says, sorry, do you have a bathroom at all? A restroom?
Yes, it's down the hall. And which one's Anthony's room?
Oh, I knew you were gonna do it. I knew you were gonna say that.
Let me check.
We usually just... No, nuh-uh.
Anthony's room is... the second to the left.
Second one to the left. There's a personal toilet in there that you're able to use.
It's my...
Shaman, you realize that that Shay is saying your room, and she begins
I know
walking
she
down the
is.
hall.
It's actually the second one to the right. I don't know if that is across the hall from me.
Oh, okay. Getting your rights and lefts mixed up, that's fine. And she goes in the
Yeah,
one
we
second to the
woke up
right,
late.
which
We heard
is... I'm gonna say that's Carolina's room.
Oh, shit.
And she just heads into Carolina's room and closes the door behind her.
I'm sorry, what happened just now?
Somebody taking a shit on your bed.
In your personal bathroom, Jesus Christ.
Wait, we have personal bathrooms? That's fine.
Yes, that's why I was trying to get her to go to yours, because it would have been funnier.
No girls allowed.
No girls allowed.
Like it's what, like a 10-year-old door. There's a fucking sign on it. No girls allowed.
The R is backwards.
Yeah. Boys, for the boys only.
Backwards Disney.
Stop that.
Backwards
Stop
Disney.
that. Stop saying backwards Disney.
So, she goes into your room. 5 minutes go by, and 10 minutes go by, and half an hour goes by, and...
Man,
What are,
she's
what are
really
we all doing?
shitting
What are we all doing?
Yeah. We can't just go in there and see if she's actually still here. What if she's still in there taking a shit? It would be kind of rude.
My bathroom, I could go in there.
I can go in there if I want.
Either something happened or that toilet needs a bullet. Either way, I need to go in there.
Okay, you go in your room.
Sitting.
She clogged the fucking toilet.
You go in your room,
Eating out of a briefcase.
and your bathroom door is completely open. And you go to her, and it's unoccupied. She's not in your room at all. She seems to be
Herself
gone.
down the toilet.
She flushed herself.
Check the toilet.
You check your toilet, and it is
Flushed away all
unused.
over again.
It's unused.
Damn.
Wow.
Clean up after yourself too.
Oh,
Is she in the wall?
She'll need the bullet.
You hear breathing.
Bang! I love you, kitchen guy.
thank God.
You hear breathing coming from behind you and above you, as she is in the walls. And you are in the walls now.
Knew it.
No, she is gone. Maya has
Sex in the walls.
left.
I see. I guess I should tell everybody.
Yeah, weird kinky sex on the walls, but I thought only Carolina. I thought only River. Man, I regret picking a room next to them.
You can change.
Do you really?
Like, man, they're really going at it. Starts banging on the wall. It's 3 in the morning. You get the white phosphorus, you hear? But that would be extremely kinky.
Do you feel left out, Shay? Do I have to get my brother?
Uh-oh.
Because
Yeah,
Caroline
that
will
won't
deal with it
work.
Regardless.
Okay. So,
Look, if you want to ship Shay and your brother, that's perfectly fine with me.
She's not shipping you. She's
Well, telling him.
She's forcing him to have sex with you.
causing him mental anguish.
I mean, to be fair, pairing him up with Shay would cause him lots of mental
We were
anguish.
just we were a vessel for the mental anguish.
okay. So, where are you teleporting to? Where are you teleporting to on Kikishan to go to the
Not
wastes?
here.
Nakakishan, Zendikar.
Same thing.
You're kidding.
My brain. I was writing notes about Kikishan a minute ago.
Yeah, you're fine.
My brain poo poo. So yeah, you've got Maya. She is gonna go talk to the lawyers at Celeste, so you don't have to worry about that 11 days to do whatever.
That was a whole lot easier than I thought it was going to be.
It was, wasn't it?
A little bit too easy.
Yeah, until we get to the fucking guts under that city and things get real fucky, but going great for now.
Look, we just send in Jezebel to go sneak in and steal it, and then we blow the whole fucking thing up.
Well done.
I don't, it's just this brain go.
I'm a spider monkey.
I actually think that's a really good place to end, but I say we go to the Holikins first. See what
Yeah.
happens there.
Here's the next top.
So where are you teleporting to specifically on the map?
Go into the Crimson Archive. See if I can figure out exactly where they're at. Or, well, we're close to where they're at right now.
Yeah,
Well, they're probably in Cornus
Easily.
where the castle is.
yeah, you're easily able to figure out the home is in Gorniz.
Okay.
You're also able to figure out that, because you're in the archives, you're in the library, the Institute, that's a good name. You're able to... No, true theft. You're able to figure out that their mansion is on the top of a massive mountain. And it is like multiple peaks that are above the clouds. So you've got this sort of almost fog effect where there's a couple of 100 feet and then it just drops off into a chasm. Where they have the family mansion and then each of the kids have their own castle which can teleport. But the family mansion is in Gorniz.
Which one's the one that likes us?
That was
one.
Victor. Victor Olakin.
Okay. I think he still owes us a favor or some shit like that.
He used up the favor by
so?
not telling on you, because he encountered you killing his brother. And so he said, we'll forget this happened, and that's my favor.
Oh, right. Yeah, he was very happy that we killed his brother.
He wasn't mad, he was just like, yeah, I won't tell anyone, but that's my favor.
Okay. Yeah, fair enough. He likes us enough. Let's just go to his mansion.
In addition, sorry, I was getting to the part and I completely forgot. You know that the entire area around the family mansion is patrolled by gargoyles. Specifically, fleets of flying gargoyles that just kamikaze into
Yeah.
anything coming
So
towards
what I'm
them.
going to do is I'm going to send a message to Victor, particularly, and be like, alright, we're stopping by your mountaintop home. We would like it if we didn't get attacked on sight.
You hear a response from Victor as he says, "Oh,
Nope.
okay. Yeah, that's not gonna happen. Wait, let me count myself. Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, that's not gonna happen. You're not going to have any luck going to the estate. I would be happy to meet." And that's the 25 words.
Alright. That's one word. I don't know why I counted that as three.
Alright,
Alright. Where would you like to meet?
You hear a response. Well, you see, that's the thing. I'm currently at the old winery, 20 miles north of the estate, being held captive by some unkind individuals. And that's the 25 words.
Well, it looks like we're going to go rescue Victor.
Oh, good, Victor, guys.
Let's get that
And the gang saves Victor.
That's good. Let's go rescue a
Okay,
vampire.
that's another table.
Yeah.
So if we save him, he's indebted to us again.
Well,
Yeah.
we're not even gonna hold it over his head. Just
He'll just remember this.
yeah, we'll just be friends with the guy like we are anyway. So let's go rescue Victor.
Okay.
Let's go get him.
So you're teleporting 20-ish miles north, trying to get to the
Yeah,
winery?
old family winery.
Yaz, can you roll a D100 for me?
I don't look in.
Gonna see how accurate the teleporting is for the ship. That's good.
51?
That's not a mishap. So yeah, you teleport. The ship slowly speeds up as you're getting further and further away from Malvar. And in similar to the cinematic for Baldur's Gate, you see the portal appear in front of the ship, and you go through it. And then a few minutes later, you come out the other end of the almost wormhole-esque.
Halo. It's just a slope space draft where they just go into it.
Which is so ludicrous.
I need to steal from
uh,
D&D
baseball.
stuff. And you come out the other end, looking over this dead forest that ends about a quarter mile away. It's been cleared out a quarter mile from the ocean, where you see a massive, decrepit factory built right on the shore. It hasn't been in use historically, you know, for a couple hundred years. And as soon as you arrive, and you're about like a quarter a mile off the ground, just flying around, you hear, all of you hear Victor's voice in your head. You hear he says, "Oh, good to see you all here. So, yeah, not in the best place at the moment. I will say this is a one-way message, so you can't respond. But I'm currently being held in a small cave. About a mile west of the winery. Hope you can find it. These guys have me hidden quite well. Again, one-way message. Kiss, hug, kiss, hug, kiss, hug. See you soon." And that was way more than 25 words. You can tell it wasn't a message, a sending spell.
For sending or message or whatever, it requires verbal, right? Obviously.
Sending, I think, yeah, requires. I'll check. Sending Pathfinder.
I'm just gonna... What the fuck?
Sending.
I didn't know if he was lying or anything like that.
Verbal, somatic, and
Because I feel
material.
This seems kind of suspect that he wouldn't say who's holding him captive or anything like that.
Sure, with a 31, he doesn't seem to be lying. You don't detect any lies. You can tell he's not
He's not gonna
that
give us all
scared.
the truth.
Yeah. I just feel like we're walking into a trap.
Could be. You know, shit happens. Especially when you party naked. Looks down at Nick itself. Alright, well, I'm gonna go get dressed. We'll hell drop here in a minute.
Halo dropping?
Hell drop, not Halo dropping. Come on.
Damn it.
Okay.
Pathfinder Halo dropping?
Hell dropping. It's not Halo dropping.
I wanted Halo drop.
Jesus Christ.
Okay, so we get ready, and you're just gonna drop out and walk the mile?
Might as well. It'd be the only way we're gonna be able to really find it.
Okay. So the ship gets semi-low and you drop into the clearing right before the dead forest starts. He said it's a mile west. Who is gonna be tracking / trying to look for the cave that he's apparently being kept in?
You got me.
Okay.
Like everybody looks at Ollie.
Are you doing...
Just take Yazabel on the trail.
Are you doing like a perception or a survival?
Yeah, that's what we'll be doing. It didn't work out too well, but
37.
We'll 37?
I can help out with that.
Sure, what are you rolling?
I have natural divination, which gives me insight bonuses. So I get plus 10 competence on any check.
So are you giving that to her? Or are you rolling?
Yeah. I'll give that to her.
Sure, so she gets a 47. 47 is very nice. It doesn't take long. You're able to track... you end up finding some bear tracks, and you follow that. It's going directly west, and you just follow that. And you do find a large, what appears to be a cave, less so like an actual... He didn't describe it very well as a cave. There is just this hole in the ground that seems to open up into a chamber. And you look down and it drops about 60 feet and then just goes directly north. And it's too far for you to make out any detail down there. The climate around here is quite cool. It's not snowing, it's more of a rainy climate. But you can tell as you look into the hole, it's surprisingly colder down there. You're getting this sort of cool mist coming up from inside. So what are we doing?
Let's go.
Is everyone going down?
I'm going down.
So, imagine so.
I guess we're all going down.
Okay.
Let old Isabel scout out ahead.
Yep.
Okay, so you have Yaz go out a little bit, and you're all going forward. Yaz, make for me a stealth and a perception check.
You got it.
You got it, dude.
You got it,
what I
dude.
need.
Can everyone also...
47 on the stealth and 38 on.
Actually, you're first. Can you also roll me a fortitude save, Yaz?
No, I can't.
No, I will not. I refuse.
My character agency says no.
You can't make me kill if I don't roll it. 24.
Okay, can you roll the stealth and perception check again? It's a disadvantage.
Yes.
Same.
Damn!
One less.
Wow, a 19 and a
One less on
19.
perception.
That's very good. Okay. You sneak forward ahead of the party, and you can tell it's getting very cold. You're starting to see icicles appearing above you, and an actual cold mist in the direction that you're going. The rest of you are also going to have to make a fortitude save, as you
I'm putting on
are
an
following. You put on an overcoat, and it goes straight through. This is... Shaman usually has detect magic up. You can tell this is magically cold. This is not natural at all. And I'm not saying magically so I can go through your clothes. It'll make sense.
It's a cold dragon.
Doesn't at all affect River. Very cold for you, Shaman. And doesn't affect Shay.
And River is also still part furry, so probably quite
True. So it was a DC 25. So Yaz just failed, and Shaman failed somewhat bad. And Carolina.
As soon as it gets back in.
I forgot to get on roll 20, and now it's taking like several eons to load.
It is roll 20.
This is against cold.
Yes. Do you want me to roll
If
it for
you
you?
failed, cast fireball on yourself and you'll be fine.
Oh yeah, that's a good idea.
Teach Amanda. Teach Amanda. Or build a man of fire, he'll be warm for a little bit. Set a man on fire, he'll be warm for the rest of his life.
That's true. That's true.
So true. Words to live by.
Oh dang, I thought I had a potion of endear elements. I guess I don't. I have 5 cold resist. That's almost like having it.
Okay, so roll a fortitude save plus 5. I'll give you a plus 5. Because of the resist. Yeah, so a 42 saves. Good job.
I'm gonna go with I made it.
So you aren't affected.
Big babies. Alcohol
So-
keeps you warm, don't you know that?
Shaman and Yaz, you have disadvantage on all rolls at the moment.
Okay.
So we keep heading down, and after a couple of minutes of walking, you arrive at... It doesn't seem to be the end of the tunnel, but there's suddenly a wall made completely of ice. Too thick for you to be able to see through it. It's so thick it gets cloudy. But it is covering this entire 20-foot passageway.
Magical ice.
Hey Carolina, you got something you can do about that?
If you detect magic, you can tell it is conjured. There is conjuration magic coming from it.
Hey, you know how you have that walking stick?
Are you casting Flaming Sphere at it, Carolina?
I mean, I don't know. Is anybody gonna stop me?
I figured the walking stick would be a whole lot better because it's a magical effect.
What'd you say?
The bonking stick.
Well, I mean, yeah. Well, I mean, that's for like I don't know if I can try. I don't know if that works on any conjuration or if it works on the portals, like outside here.
We can definitely try.
You can certainly try.
I can touch it with my poking stick.
Sure, are you doing that, or...
We'll start with that because they suggested it.
Okay, so you go up to it, and as you're getting ready to, I need everyone to make another fortitude save. As you're about to bonk it, the entire wall turns to a freezing mist and explodes out towards you.
Do we have any torches?
Do
Any-
I get anything on top of my save since I'm a furry?
Since you're a fairy, is this...
Is this an air effect?
Roll for fur.
So is it
Or
the...
is it just a straight cold effect?
What do you mean? What...
Is it air
Air.
cold or is it just cold?
Well, it
Because
depends.
I get +1 on air stuff.
Yeah, sure. Sure. Oh, it's a combination.
25 then. Okay. I got a +1. I got 25 then.
Okay.
But I was basically saying that because I rolled 1 less than the save.
Yeah. So, for being a furry, sure. +2.
Get a negative.
+2, that's not even for the actual thing, that's just for being a furry. So yeah, that's a 26, 25, 18, 21, 13. Okay. Let me just get some pictures. Cool. So, Carolina, Yaz, and Shaman. As the explosion goes over you, you don't feel any damage, but you look down, the entire floor now is covered in a layer of ice, and the three of you are in the ice, up to your ankle. It has frozen around you, your movement is 0. And you see
We're immobilized.
a few figures.
Don't forget, Caroline also has a +2 to that.
What from?
What she did just a second ago.
Huh?
How'd you get that +10, Andy?
Oh, no, she got a +5 to the constant cold effect.
I already shoved that into the roll I made. I just
Okay.
I rolled a 4 on the die.
Oh, did she cast something?
No.
That's fine. That's fine. So you see a few figures that were on the other side of the wall, but there's no wall there now. You see about 6 humanoids in what appears to be almost a sort of natural form of ice camo, each with bows drawn, pointing in your direction. In the middle of them is a large white wolf being ridden by a person, by a dwarf, quote unquote, as the picture says,
Fuck you! Fuck you!
who is on top of the from foot to shoulder. The wolf is currently about 15 feet tall, and this quite small gnome, not gnome, sorry, halfling, is riding on top of them. And we'll end the session there, as they all have their bows drawn.
Like, Watt says hi.